Hey guys, it's Slade here. I just got done editing the third episode of the Pass the Gas podcast. I'm about to export the video, get it all sent out. But very quickly, as I was editing this, I realized that there was a major fuck up with the mics here. And I don't know if I bumped something or what's going on. I got to double check the software. But Rigo's mic is just really fucking quiet this episode. And I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I could do to make it better. I had tried to normalize the audio as best as I could. I think it's still listenable, but you're probably going to have some hard time hearing what Rigo is saying, and that's my bad. I should have double checked. I probably bumped something because it was like fine last week. We're going to get shit figured out, make sure that this doesn't happen again. Just wanted to say so sorry for the inconvenience and anything like that. And just other than that, I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode, and more to come soon. Yo, did you hear about the beef going on between YEAT and that producer, Yerso?
Only beef I know is Arby's.
Right. But did you hear about the thing with YEAT and Yerso? You're so gay? Bro, how many times have I gotten you with shit like that,
okay?
dog?
Okay, I deserve to be happy.
Chillin', yeah, we finna pass the gas. Chop it up at anything and then we pass the gas. Take a fucking blinker, then we finna pass the gas. We gon' keep it real like every day, like pass the gas.
All right, welcome everybody to the third ever episode of the Pass the Gas podcast. I'm Slade.
This is Rigo.
And today we are going ham. Fuck, where's my phone at? Today we're going to be sparking up in a little bit. We each got ourselves some blunts, so it's going to be pretty entertaining. But shit, I just wanted to say right off the bat, though, thank y'all for tuning in to the first two episodes. We really appreciate y'all a lot. It's been really dope.
Right now we got like 70 plays on our first episode.
Yeah, like it's. I did not expect to get that much already.
Yeah, that was pretty insane, man.
Yeah, even though we can't upload on SoundCloud anymore because fucking SoundCloud is stupid. PSA. Fuck SoundCloud. I know we have an entire segment on this podcast where we suck off SoundCloud's dick, but fuck SoundCloud. 2 episodes we ran out of upload minutes. There should not be a limit to the amount of minutes you should upload. Like, come on.
It's literally meant for anybody to post whatever, man.
Exactly. It was man, it's just so stupid.
SoundCloud got too big for its own good, man. I feel like SoundCloud started falling off. Did SoundCloud always have its membership program maybe from the beginning?
No. It was added later. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely fell off.
Yeah, it was when the labels got to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. But shit, man, I think we should just, like, dive into the first topic. We just want to discuss this new YEAT album. This shit bussin'.
My Twizzy, this shit is fucking Tonka. Look, fucking bangers. There's like maybe 2 or 3 songs that are like kind of mid-ish.
Yeah, there's no bad songs.
The
it's just
biggest
like
blasphemy of this album is that they're saying that Uzi's fucking verse was trash.
Uzi's verse was trash. They went hard.
Have you heard Sasuke?
Yeah, no, they've done worse than this, man. Uzi's done way worse than
If
this.
anybody is saying that Uzi's verse is, go listen to Sasuke. That is torture. That is torture. Go right now, sit in your room, listen to that shit for one playthrough once. I won't even ask you to do it twice. Once. I'm gonna sit there and say that's garbage, bro.
I like how we talk about people hating on Uzi all the time, and we just out the gate are like, yo, Sasuke fucking sucks. But, like, it's true, though.
Yeah.
But, like, the point, we're using that as an example to say that, like, this Uzi verse is not bad. We're just jumping straight into this shit. The first track is Flawless, by the way, which I've been waiting on for months, because the snippet of this song is so iconic already.
Yes,
so I was just waiting for so long for this fucking thing. And then when it was announced that Uzi was on it, I was like, oh, my God, because Uzi's on my top 3. And I'm just like, oh, my God, bro, this is going to happen. And, I mean, Uzi, he could have done better. They could have done better, you know what I mean?
Nah, I think he fucking nailed that shit. I don't.
No, I'm saying Uzi because Uzi goes by they, them pronouns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. But, yeah, I feel like Uzi, they could have done better. But, like, I guess my biggest problem with this song is that, like, I just wish YEAT had a verse. Because, like, Yeat's hook on this is godly. It is incredible shit, and the beat is insane. Uzi verse, I think, is pretty good. I think it could have been better, but, like, it could have been way worse. I don't understand people saying that it's, like, trash and ruin the song. He fit the vibe.
Yeah, I think YEAT didn't even decide to do you know, a verse or anything, just because you can already tell Yeet loves Uzi.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you
they're like best friends at this point.
If you can get your idol as a feature, bro.
Yeah.
At that point, I'd be like, shit, just do your thing. I ain't even gonna try. Just do what you gotta do. I do what I gotta do.
Or even on like I think Big Tonka, like Yeet had a verse, but it was like short, and Uzi rapped for like the majority of it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really wish Yeet had a verse though. It would have been so crazy. That's my only wish with this song is that I just wish Yeet had a verse. But aside from that, man, this is a pretty killer way to start off the album. And the sample at the beginning too. I got money on my watch. I mean, time is money. Yeah. I got money on my Kool-Aid. That mean my money is sweet.
He started off saying, shit, this gotta go ham from the minute. I will respect the fact. I do like the fact that Yeet decided to make this album shorter.
Yeah, it's like half as long as his other projects.
I think Yeet is fire. I'm not trying to shit on him.
I love Yeet.
Like listening to an hour and a half of the same mosh pit type of music gets kind of dragged out.
Yeah, I agree. Like I re-listened to Alive and Geek Pack recently, back to back. Together, it's 29 tracks, and like even though most of it is really fucking good, when it's just kind of the same kind of sound for 29 tracks straight, hour and a half, it's a little much. So I appreciate that it's 12 tracks, and it's really, really great stuff. Like you said, there's like a few songs in here that are just kind of like all right, but there's like no bad songs though. It's just kind of like some whatever songs, and the rest are amazing.
The album is bangers.
Exactly. But yeah, Flawless. I mean, this track's incredible. I am slightly disappointed in just that I wish he had a verse, but aside from that, it's still really, really good. The second track is Up Off X, which is
fire.
Maybe my favorite track. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's hard to say, but this might be my favorite track. This is also a long anticipated snippet, and god damn, this song is a fucking banger. The beat is really, really heavenly. It's fire. Just so crazy. Then you have Out the Way, which is also a good song, but we recently went on Lyrical Lemonade's page because we were revisiting some songs for the SoundCloud segment, and we watched the Lyrical Lemonade video because we didn't even realize the song had a video on Cole Bennett's channel until we were watching the...
It got uploaded like maybe 10, 11 hours ago or something?
Yeah, just like really recently. And this is one of the...
Biggest Lyrical Lemonade music videos
I've
ever seen, bro.
Appalled.
Yeah.
Like, it's a vibe, but like it's strange because like it's one shot, and you would think like, oh, a music video that's like one continuous shot, that sounds fire, but it's just like zooming out into this like apocalyptic dark gothic landscape that doesn't even look like that interesting. It kinda.
Yeah, kinda.
It kind of looks like an NFT. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like just the CGI digital landscape. It's so strange. It's just
random. I don't know. Lyrical Lemonade is definitely not the type. I think, has he done videos like that before?
Not that I'm aware of. I've seen all of his videos, and I don't remember something like this.
He's usually much more not uplifted, you know, just much more out there. He's
energetic, more
energy, all this.
Yeah.
And for the first time ever, he just goes, oh, okay, let's just kind of lay back down and just
do this
a
like
panoramic shot. It starts with in the middle, just rapping, doing his thing, and then it just zooms out.
And it zooms out so far you can't even see Yeet anymore.
Like, and then it zooms back in for the second half. And
yeah.
it's so fucking random. Like, yeah, I'm appreciating what I'm looking at, but like that's it, bro.
Yeah, because like the other two Yeet Lyrical Lemonade videos are like incredible.
Fire,
like Still Counting and Poppin'. Yeah. Incredible videos. Some of the best videos Cole Bennett has made in recent years. And then you get this, and it's just like, what even is this?
It almost feels like a teaser instead of an actual video.
Yeah. Or like part of a video.
Yeah.
Like they didn't finish the rest of it. Like this was just supposed to be like one part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is just...
off about it. And the song itself...
The song itself is good.
Yeah, the song itself is good.
But I don't know.
The video could have been done better, but shit, who am I to talk? I've never even done a music video.
But yeah, the song is fire. Like, there's not really much to say about the song. It's just like a really good track.
What I Feel Like is next.
That's a good song.
Fucking yeah.
Banger.
Got It All.
Banger.
Can't Stop It.
Can't Stop It. Okay. Holy shit. I did not expect to hear Yeet on some shit like this. The percussion is like actual like it's like Travis Barker drums.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck?
I was about to say it sounds like a mid-2000s AMV edit. like the beat itself, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like it could have came straight out of that. And Yeat fucking just
went ballistic.
that motherfucker knew what he was supposed to do, and he did it.
He went fucking off. And just incredible song. This song, like, when I first heard it on my first listen a few days ago, my mouth, like, dropped. My jaw hit the floor. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it fits the vibe of what his music is, obviously. But
yeah.
it's
different.
So far left.
It's
so far left for him.
Yeah, I hope he does more shit like this in the future, because this is
he should
really
do a whole
cool.
album just like
yeah.
There should do an album like that, with just like AMV fucking music, fucking beats or
Dude,
whatever.
Yeat,
and then just spit some balls.
Dude, Yeat and Travis Barker collab album.
Dude, Yeat and Mike Dean.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god, that would be gorgeous.
Yeat and Mike Dean.
Dude. Oh my god. Travis Scott got to get Yeat on a song and then get Mike Dean to produce that shit.
That would be fire.
Do you think we're ever going to get a Travis Scott and Yeat song?
He is working on Utopia.
I wonder if
part of the whole Rage community.
I wonder if Travis, I'd imagine Travis fucks with Yeat, right? I'd imagine so.
I would like to say, I mean, if he's co-signed
Sofago?
I was about to say, yeah. If he's co-signed people like Sofago, Uzi. Was it Uzi? No, it was Trippy. Trippy's been co-signing Yeat for a while now.
Yeah. He like just a couple hours ago posted on his story like him listening to Talk, which is actually the next track. Wait. Oh no, sorry. Crank is the next track.
Oh yeah, this is one of the more mid songs. That's right.
Yeah, I thought the song was pretty cool. I love the whistle ad lib that he does in a lot of his music. It's so fire that I don't know if the mic even picked that up, but
Yeat is a lot like Playboi Carti in the sense that a lot of his backbone is his fucking ad-lib.
And the background vocals, yeah.
That man knows what the fuck he's doing with the ad-libs. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I don't even think he writes notes about his actual lyrics. He writes notes at one point, at one part of the song. He's like, this ad-lib for this part of the song.
Dude.
This ad-lib for this part of the song. And then he just freestyles the actual lyrics. I have a feeling that's what he's doing.
Yeat's Notes app is just like
time.
It's just it's time codes, and then next to it, it'll just be like, say Tonka here, and then just like do the woo in the background.
Yeah, dude,
whistle here.
Crazy ass vocal inflections.
Yeah.
But autotune and it's just glorious. It's immaculate.
Yeat, just like everything this man says is crazy. And then you got Talk, which was the single off this album. Incredible.
Like everybody's been hearing this song. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, like, especially with that video that's kind of gone viral since the Queen died. Rest in piss. Like, the BBC announced this song while they were playing Talk, and they announced it right before the beat drop. It is the funniest goddamn thing I've ever heard. It's like so perfectly timed. Like, I assume it was an accident, but it feels intentional the way it is.
Is turning up to Queen Elizabeth right
It's
now.
incredible. I saw one of my
picture of Colby just falling off.
Yes, oh my god. One of my favorite tweets I've seen out of it was a picture of a can of beans and it said pour one out today.
I would see that one. That was funny.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Talk Rigo the other day when he first heard the single sent me a message and was like, this shit is an instant classic. And I agree. This is like instant SoundCloud classic track right here. Incredible. Next we got Come On. That's a pretty good song. Then you got System, which I think we both agree is probably the worst track.
Yeah.
Like it's fine, but like I'm not gonna return to this track when I listen to this album.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like it's alright,
It's the
but
only legit, and it's not even a bad song like that.
Yeah.
It just needed more work.
There's just not
It
much.
needed something else going on to it.
You know, obviously the vocals and the ad libs and shit, and the beat is great. It just there's something about it that just doesn't really click for me.
Yeah.
Like it's alright. It's not a bad song,
The
but
next
like
song, though.
oh, holy one.
Wow, that's a beautiful track.
This song is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
This beat is so beautiful and melodic and just it's just so good.
This should have been the outro.
It should have been the outro for sure.
I don't know what he was thinking on that one.
Yeah, because like the following track, the actual outro is Killing 'Em, which is again, it's an alright song. It's an alright song, but like Holy One is like outro material. This song should have been like the cap off point.
I feel like at some point, like maybe a day or two before, he submitted it for release, he just kind of thought that song was better and then just slapped it in there.
Yeah.
I feel like that was originally his outro. I have a big feeling it was.
It had to have been, man, because it has outro written all over it. It's like it's crazy. But yeah, Killing 'Em it's alright. It's a cool song, but like it could have been Holy One should have been the outro, man. Yeah. That's like
you gotta end your album with a banger. There's no excuses.
That's my only complaint with the structure of this album. The rest of this album flows together really perfectly. I just wish Holy One was the outro, because that would have been a perfect way to end it. Yeah. But overall, this is a really great record.
Yeah, I give that shit like an 8. I give this shit like an 8.5.
That's exactly where I have it too. It's like an 8.5.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah. Maybe on repeat listens, those songs that we said were kind of mid, maybe they'll grow on us. Who knows? You know, that tends to happen. But I don't know. As of now, 8.5, that's still really strong. Like this is one of my favorite projects I've heard this year. Yeah. Really great stuff. Let us know what you guys think of this project in the comments. We'd love to hear about it. Or
care. Fuck you.
we could really use the engagement though. So if you could just like comment,
give us some clout, man.
also drop a like. You know, not many people know this. About 95% of the people who watch our videos aren't subscribed. So make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get our.
I hate motherfuckers like that, bro. I hate them. They're always like, oh, I just realized 80% of my viewership are females, and none of you guys are subscribed. I won't subscribe now, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
I love when Jay Schlatt does that. He'll be like, oh, by the way, just so you guys know, 95% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed, so fuck you.
that is a flex, though. And most of your viewership that is kind of a flex.
Yeah. Anyways, though, now that we sparking up, we both smoking on some blizzies right now. Let's get into our next topic. We're gonna do our weekly segment on SoundCloud Classics.
You know that deserves a blunt. Come on now.
Where each week we're gonna be discussing 5 classic SoundCloud rap tracks. Now, for the first one, we want to get it off with kind of a one-hit wonder, kind of an artist that a lot of people hate on. I ain't gonna lie. We got Lil Xan. Xan's gonna make you, Xan's gonna fake you, Xan's gonna take you, Xan's gonna betray you. Man, this song is a banger. This song is such a fucking vibe.
Dude, that was an instant hit when it came out. I remember I go to school one day, and out of nowhere, everyone was listening to Lil Xan. Who the fuck's Lil Xan? This was when Lyrical Lemonade was barely popping, too.
Yeah, this was like...
Dude, Lyrical Lemonade put so many rappers on the map.
I know we just talked shit on a Lyrical Lemonade video a little bit ago, but that does not change the fact that Lyrical Lemonade is like one of the greatest things that's ever happened to underground rap music, or even just rap music in general.
.com Nervin right now is becoming what Lyrical Lemonade was.
Like .com, yeah, for sure. .com Nervin right now is what Lyrical Lemonade was in like 2017, 2018. Shout out .com Nervin. That motherfucker be going off in his videos.
Need Lyrical Lemonade to make an actual like full, like short movie, like a 30-minute movie, kind of like Thriller or Runaway.
I would love.
That would be fire.
Oh, that would be so cool. But yeah, this song's crazy. That opening flow that he uses, pop the trunk and open up a so a good price out of sight, and my hoe got talent, right? Whole squad gonna do this shit. That shit is so crazy. When I first heard that, because like when this first came out, I was still kind of in my kind of lyrical miracle anti-mumble rap phase, you know what I'm saying? But like,
when I met you, you was heavy into that lyrical shit. I mean, you listen to everything.
Well, I mean, like, well, hang on. Let me correct you on that. You met me in freshman year. I was leaning away from that. I mean, I was like,
in the later half of it.
Yeah, I was still into like some of that. Like, I still listen to like Eminem and some of them, but like,
lyrical
at that point. Yeah, at that point I had gotten into. Wait, no, we met sophomore year, so I was like my sophomore year, not freshman year, my sophomore year, and I was in. At that point, I was listening to like Lil Pump, you know, like just Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, Pierre, Cardi.
Had his grasp on culture, bro.
Lil Pump was like an icon.
A lot of unnecessary hate. They just saw some dude with some colorful dreads rapping some stupid shit about his grandma being on P.O. and thought, wow. Now look, you got motherfuckers...
He's ruining music! He's ruining...
3-4 years later with the same shit.
Exactly.
Lil Pump did Rio shit before Rio. And I love Rio.
Facts.
I love Rio.
Facts. We can't talk about Betrayed, if we're not going to mention the classic line. And her pussy tastes like Skittles, what? Hey, you can really taste the rainbow, what? No.
Like a Crayola. Okay, gotta stop there.
Fucking incredible song to this day. And this music video, I know we just mentioned Lyrical Lemonade. This music video is so fire. The editing on it is so crazy. It's so trippy. I need to watch this shit when I'm tripping. I ain't watched this shit while tripping yet, I don't think. But this will probably be a crazy video to watch on shrooms or some shit. Well, speaking of drugs, and also speaking of rappers who have kind of a drowsy delivery, we got Lucky with Sunset. Now, we were kind of tossed up between two Lucky songs. We were kind of tossed up for a few minutes on should we do Sunset or should we do No Walk. We decided we'll probably cover No Walk next week because that's also a crazy ass song. Sunset is just such a vibe, such a beautiful fucking song.
Dude, that video you showed me with that fat edit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was legit at first because it is.
It's really well done.
Ooh. If anybody has it, I'm assuming that fan edit is super old. It's been around YouTube for a while.
It's been around since the song came out. Yeah.
So yeah.
This song.
Just look it up. Lucky
Sunset. I'll put the link in the description.
And it's gonna be the video with the nuclear bombs.
Yeah, there's like nuclear bombs, shots of the sky, pollution. It's like it's kind of fucked up, but like it looks like so beautiful when you see it.
Yeah.
Like it really does. Like it's so entrancing. I love that video. But yeah, I'll drop that in the comments. It's a fan edited thing, but it's one of the best for sure. And I mean, this is just such a gorgeous song, man. That melody, it's like spooky almost. But also like, I don't know, man. The name.
It's spooky. I think it's just straight up heaven, like.
Maybe not spooky, more like eerie, kind of ethereal. Ethereal.
Yeah, ethereal.
Yeah, I think that him naming this song Sunset and doing that vibe is perfect. Because when I hear this beat, I'm like, this sounds like a fucking sunset. Like if a sunset were a beat, that's what this beat would be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the beat. Well, no, that's more like a sunrise. But I've also listened to it during the sunset though. Morning dew.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's like, I listen to that in the mornings a lot. When I used to go out and I'd smoke in the mornings, and I'd hang out with the feral cats and shit.
It's a bust.
Yeah, I'd play Morning Dew.
Again, you know that's gonna hop back in rotation. It has to.
It's just when the sun's barely rising, like you actually see some dew on the grass and the leaves and shit. Oh, that song is just like, when you listen to Morning Dew. We're talking about Morning Dew right now. We'll talk about Morning Dew in depth at some point.
We'll save that.
Yeah, we'll save that. But like, just listen to Morning Dew by Bones and Xavier Wolf. Just please do that. Oh my, that's one of our favorite songs of all time. But yeah, anyways, Lucky. Yeah, this fucking song is a banger. I'm glad that Lucky is like starting to get more mainstream attention now. Because he's been popping off since like 2016, 2017. He's been in the game for years now. But he's just now getting more of the recognition that he deserves, and I really appreciate that.
Maybe last year. Maybe. I'm stretching it by maybe last year, bro. Because even to this day, on this year, I've heard of Lucky this, Lucky that. But like, dude, I have a very horrible tendency that I don't go out of my way to fucking watch or listen to a bunch of shit, which is why I hang around you.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you listen to a bunch of shit, you do watch a bunch of shit, and you know people that can turn you on. So,
I introduced Rigo to all kinds of crazy shit.
Every once in a while, I'll introduce him to some shit.
Yeah, he gives me some crazy shit sometimes, but
it's mostly the other way around.
I spend like 99% of my time just listening to music, so I'm always full of shit.
To this day, I'm gonna advocate a movement. Where people do official translations of old Mexican movies because they don't exist. Movies from the 70s, the 60s.
Right? Yeah.
They don't exist. There is no dub. There. Maybe like if the movie was big enough during that time, maybe there was an English sub. Maybe. And there is so much going on in these movies, man. It was my shit. I would have spent the afternoons over there in Mexico with my grandparents watching this shit. It was a huge chunk of my life.
Was it like, what kind of vibes were these movies like? Was it like kind of like...
Imagine it, westerns but Mexican.
Oh, so like a Robert Rodriguez movie.
I guess something like that. Yeah.
But like OG.
Yeah, a very country, western, just
damn, yeah, that sounds...
rooted down, vengeance type of stories.
Yeah, that sounds fucking sick.
Yeah, it's that type of shit.
Dude, I fucking love old spaghetti westerns. Them shits is fire. Dude, have you seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
I've heard of it, haven't seen it.
Banger fucking movie. It's long as shit, but it's a fucking banger of a movie.
We need to review No Country for Old Men. I still haven't seen that movie.
Ah, yeah. I saw it once years and years and years ago. But yeah, we need to talk about that. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere, but we need to discuss that for sure. Wow, that was a major detour, but I'm glad we took it. Let's move on. Next up, pull up at your crib with a staple gun. Dude, I fucking love this song, but every time I hear it, I cannot help but think of that Much Dank video.
One of the biggest things. Probably most iconic Mustang video, but there's a bunch of iconic Mustang video. Dude, don't get me started on the Soulja Boy. It's already iconic in and of itself.
I have Michael Jackson sitting on my couch. I shot him in his ass.
On a real note, though, this song had a grasp on motherfuckers.
This changed the game. This was people need to give Smoke Perp his flowers.
And Lil Pump.
And Lil Pump, but like Smoke Perp even more so, because Smoke Perp, I feel like people still somewhat talk about Lil Pump, but mostly in a negative light. No one even talks about Smoke Perp anymore. And whenever people talk about Smoke Perp, it's like, oh, it's because he fell off. But like, Smoke Perp was one of the most influential rappers out there. If you had no Smoke Perp, there's no Comethazine. There's probably no Can.
His last album wasn't even bad sonically. It's just that people didn't care.
Yeah, exactly, dude. What's that fucking album he dropped? It was like Florida something.
Florida Jit.
Florida Jit. That album fucking slaps.
Yeah, I think it only sold like 20,000.
It sold 5K.
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
I'm pretty sure it sold triple cardboard. But that album is so fucking fire. Stop sleeping. Listen to the song with Denzel Curry. I'll put that in the description too. That song, but not for real. Like, stop fucking hating on Smoke Perp just because he had that funny ass Tim Westwood freestyle. Don't mean that he don't got bars.
Dude, if anything, I thought that freestyle was to his, benefit.
Oh yeah, like people talked about him, but like it was
I thought
mostly.
he was gonna, come back to the mainstream. I was really rooting for Smoke Perp after that. Like, damn, he's gonna come back.
I don't know, man. I
And
think
he never did.
I think it's also worth mentioning. I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing when he's doing that freestyle. He's not stupid. He's not. That's not a legit. Like he know. Do you honestly think? Do you honestly think someone who is blown up has gotten at that point in the game? I know you can say he fell off, but like he still blew up. He's still big in the game. Do you think anyone unironically would go into that booth and actually go, no?
I have a question.
Come on, man.
You know what I find very annoying?
What?
And this only happens in the rap genre.
Yeah.
If you are going to interview a musician, right? You're not gonna be like, play me a song, motherfucker. So how come it's always that when a rapper pulls up, to these kinds of interviews? Oh, you gonna do a freestyle? You gonna do a freestyle?
I think just because it's tradition at this point. I mean, like, like if you're going on Funk Flex, you got to freestyle.
Oh yeah, there's.
If you go on Sway in the morning.
I understand that there's specific stations that do that, and it's understandable. It's
No, I know,
part
yeah, I
of
know.
what they do.
Yeah.
It's part of what they do. My gripe
Right.
is that there's radio stations or whatever fucking just media in general that isn't really into it like that. They don't incorporate it like they still expect you to.
Right.
It's not that it's that annoying. Like, it's cool. I get to see the rapper rap. but,
Yeah.
But yeah, it is something that kind of grinds my gears.
Ooh, you know what? That's an interesting topic that we should do for next week. Best freestyles of all time.
Yeah, that would go hard. That would go hard.
Cause like, well, I won't.
Ironically, Lil Dicky has some very good freestyles.
Lil Dicky's one of the best freestylers of all time. We'll talk about that next week. But yeah,
I think Juice WRLD had the best.
the best of all time.
Juice WRLD?
You think?
Definitely.
You think better than the Black Dot freestyle? I think the Black Dot got best freestyle of all time.
If it's not better than the Black Dot, you gotta say Juice WRLD is.
I mean, here's the thing though: the content of what Black Dot is saying is way better, but like Juice WRLD has the stamina to go on for an hour long.
True. Then you got. Dude,
At that point, it's like,
dude, I'm saying.
I don't know. It just depends.
You're comparing beasts.
Yeah.
You're comparing beasts. It's hard when you're comparing two motherfuckers that are legitimately good.
You comparing a lion and a tiger.
Exactly.
Anyways, but yeah, actually, we'll definitely talk about freestyles next week because that's a crazy topic. I don't know how we haven't thought of that yet because we both love watching freestyles and like freestyling with each other and shit. So like, I'm shocked we haven't done. We should like freestyle on the podcast at some point. That'd be fun as fuck.
Yeah, that would be fun. Maybe later on a live stream too.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. Ski Mask, crazy ass song, and like the thing about this song is that, well, I mean the again, Cole Bennett music video, classic. This is when the shit was still underground. This shit was 2016, Smoke Purp and Lil Pump in 2016. This was well over a year before Gucci Gang. Think about that, people. But yeah, this song is such a classic. One of the best scenes in this music video is when we see Lil Pump take that AK or whatever gun that was and just aim it right at his mouth as he's just like dancing around. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. Okay, but like, how old was Lil Pump in this video? Because he was like
16.
Yeah, because he was 16 or 17 when he blew up. So he was like young as shit.
So 15. 15.
I would maybe like just
late
turned
14,
16.
Early 15.
I don't think it would be 14. I think it would be like early 16, late 15 maybe. Because he was 7. Was he 7? He was 17 when Gucci Gang dropped, and that was September of 2017. And this video came out July 2016.
Yeah, that's right. You got motherfuckers that barely even become the age to drive, bro. Out here fucking becoming millions.
I mean, you got Mad Ox blew up when he was like 11, 12.
Yeah,
I mean, that song is still gas, by the way.
Did you see the Matt Ox interview, the one that I talked to you about? I forgot with who it was, but it was a really good. I think it was No Jumper, actually. Believe it or not. It was a really good one. You gotta check it out. There's this
I'll check that out
in the
for
whole
sure.
interview, and like they put a hat on him, and the cat keeps the hat on him. It's like a cowboy hat for like 15 minutes throughout the whole thing. It's pretty funny. But yeah, he gets deep in it. He talks about Uzi, since they're both from Philly and shit. And it's a really good interview.
Alright, but yeah, Ski Mask. Banger. Moving on to the next track. Well, it's actually technically 2 tracks, I think. It's kind of weird. It's Pierre Bourne, Hacked My Instagram, Part 1 and 2. So on SoundCloud, it's 1 track labeled as Part 1 and 2, and it's the same thing on YouTube. So I don't know if this was 2 tracks that got merged together. I don't remember the history of this. But regardless, both parts are fucking fire. Yeah. The first part is more chill, I think. It's it's like a little bit of a bop. You do a little bit of a dance to it, and the second half though, when the heavy bass kicks in, just that distortion. Yeah. Oh, it gets so hard.
Is so much better. And
yeah, I agree.
The second song sounds similar to the first one for a while. For the beginning, like like you said, there is all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it does eventually become its whole thing, but like it does sonically sound kind of similar for the start of the second half.
Yeah, like they transition into each other perfectly. But man, I will say I often when I listen to the song on my own, I might just skip to the second half. Cuz just
straight up listen to the second half, cuz the second half for the first half of the second half, it sounds like it's doing its own thing. Yeah. But it sounds so similar to the first part, and I think it keeps the same hook for a while too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it keeps the same hook. So like
it's
essentially a better version of the same song.
Yeah, I think you're talking about when it slowly transitions before the beat drops, right? Yeah. Dude, when that bass hits, oh, it's so fire. It is. Just that farty ass bass. But yeah, shout out Pierre Bourne. What a legend, man. What a goat. Another one of the most influential people. Yeah, man. At some point, I should revisit Life of Pierre 4, because I haven't listened to that in a minute. I love the deluxe. I listened to the deluxe more than the OG. But Life of Pierre 5 was pretty fire. I like that one. Switching Lanes is a classic. Shout out Pierre Bourne. And this song is incredible. One of my favorite tracks from Pierre's SoundCloud era.
I think I'd rather get killed. You point a gun at me, and it's like, who's better, Metro Boomin or Pierre Bourne? Shoot me. I'll take the bullet. I'm biting it, man.
I have I was about to say Pierre, but the more I thought about it,
nah, you'd be out of pocket saying either, bro. You have no choice but to kill yourself,
bro. I mean, okay, are we talking strictly from production? Because if we're talking like.
Pierre Bourne is more versatile than Metro.
Yeah, because Pierre be rapping and singing and shit too.
Yeah,
but if we're straight production,
Metro or Pierre, I'd rather kill myself.
Dude,
I'd rather die.
I actually don't know this one.
I'd rather die. I don't want to figure it out. I'd rather die, bro. They're both so fucking iconic and influential. Their work will inspire the next 20 to 40 years of rap.
Agreed. Their influence will be felt
everywhere.
Indefinitely.
It's already felt, bro.
Yeah.
Go on fucking SoundCloud right now.
Every fucking beat sounds like a Pierre beat. I'm not everyone, but you know what I'm saying. There's so many the whole Rage community is inspired by Pierre. It's built off the back of Pierre. Pierre and Cardi and Trippy and Uzi, all of them. But Pierre was doing that. Trippy, Trippy had an EP produced by Pierre. That was like one of his first projects, and that whole thing was just proto rage music.
Here's the way I see it. Pierre influenced the underground, and Metro influenced mainstream.
I think they both influenced both, but I think you're talking about overall.
Overall. Exactly,
Agreed. Yeah, for sure. That's a good way of looking at it.
Like, just like straight up, simple, no complications, straight to the point. That's what I say.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. But damn, that really is a matchup of the century right now. That would be an insane versus battle. We should do a versus. We should do like versus
that should be like
at some point.
To be honest.
Yeah. We should do that.
It is a whole episode.
Just get like a shit ton of the best songs produced by both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And that would be very fucking hard. I would lose my. Fuck. We'd end up in some fights.
Oh yeah, we would. Me and Rigo like very rarely get into disagreements at all. We're very like cool, but like I feel like if we made this video, we would start punching. Like, you know what else that would get us to do though? What? If we did like a Kanye West song bracket or Kanye West albums ranked or something. No, I feel like our albums ranked wouldn't be that far off.
Yeah.
Something Kanye related though, that would be like.
It's hard to pit up Kanye against someone though. Who the fuck you pit him up against? You can't. It's
no, cause like
maybe some OGs. Some dudes that have been in this game for a long time.
Tupac, Jay-Z. I mean, we're gonna talk some shit on Jay-Z later in the podcast, but like if we're being realistic, we're not gonna get into that. But, like if we're being realistic.
Oh, I think Kanye is infinitely better than Jay. Overall,
I think Kanye is better than Jay, but I think it's closer than you're letting on. I think it is.
Yeah.
The discography.
Jay is amazing.
The discography.
They
both have top 5 discographies in hip hop history.
Yeah.
That cannot be debated. I will die on that.
That's what I'm saying about him, though. You can't pit Kanye against anybody that is at that level. And at that point, it's too hard. It's too hard.
What about Nas? Nas been on a fucking run these past few years.
Yeah,
shout out my boy Nas.
Nasir.
Shout out my boy Nas, like I know him.
Nasir, for as much as he has some outlandish takes on a few of his songs, Nasir was a great fucking album. Oh my god, have you heard Nasir?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, of course. I love that album.
Yeah.
And I love King's Disease Part 1 and 2. Both of those albums are incredible. I also he dropped like an EP like earlier this year, like late last year. That was pretty good. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, Nas is a goat. I think Nas would.
His joint album with Damian Marley.
Oh, that is a classic.
Yeah.
We got to review that at some point. That is such a fucking classic. I love that album.
Nas is fucking amazing. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, like see, Nas is up there. What about Youngboy? No, I'm kidding. I love Youngboy, but not yet.
What about LeBron?
Lil Wayne.
Wayne would be an amazing. Yes.
There you go.
Love that. I would love. That's actually a good one. Wayne against Yeezy. That would be a good one.
Weezy and Yeezy.
Weezy and Yeezy. That's right.
And Weezer.
Yeah, that would be at some point in the future, because that would be the same thing. It would have to be a whole episode.
You know there is a Lil Wayne and Weezer song, right?
There is?
Yeah, it's off of Weezer's album Ratitude. I haven't heard it, but it exists. And at some point, I think Lil Wayne says, it's Weezy and Weezer.
It had to happen at some point.
Yeah, it's like, but shit, yeah, shout out Pierre Bourne. Hack My Instagram is an amazing song. Y'all gotta peep that shit. And the last track we're gonna talk about is my favorite Young Lean song, Kyoto. This song is such a vibe. It's such a beautiful, gorgeous, ethereal, indescribably beautiful track.
The video goes ham.
The video is so trippy. We watched this a few times while visiting other worlds. And
visiting other
worlds. Am I wrong? But yeah, this song is amazing. It's a classic. It's my favorite Young Lean song. We kind of debated if we should talk about Ginseng Strip or this one, and we kind of landed on this one because
Ginseng Strip already has enough love.
It's so huge on TikTok. Well deserved.
Yeah.
It's an amazing song. But I feel like so much has already been said about it. It's
well
like
deserved though, but have you seen the clips of people just straight up reciting like the 5-10 seconds that they clip on TikTok and they don't know nothing else of the song? Man, like I don't want to sound like a gatekeeper, one of those annoying ass fucking dudes on Facebook comments.
Yeah. I don't really give a fuck about that stuff.
Yeah,
It's just kind of.
It's still putting people on. I know.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it took 10 years for Younglean to blow up.
Yeah, dude, that's a fact.
I mean, like Younglean like did blow up back then, but like now, like he's big on TikTok. That's big, bro. And yeah, just this song is gorgeous, man. My mom there's another one that my mom likes. I told you, my mom got based ass music opinions.
She is based.
So that concludes our SoundCloud Classic segment. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am lightly toasted.
Just a slight burn.
Yeah, I'm slow chiefing this bitch.
He's up and his O's are down. You know what I'm saying?
Have you already smoked your whole blunt?
Oh no, it's right there.
I thought you smoked the whole thing already. No, I barely smoked any of it. Like I'm taking my time with this bitch. So moving on to the next topic, we have a little bit of a game that I'm gonna play with Rigo. I picked out 10 weird, funny, or even questionable lyrics, and he has to guess which artist said that lyric. Are you ready?
No.
So, just so you know, some of these are appalling. Like, I found some wacky ones. We'll start off with the first one. This one's pretty easy. This one's not too weird, it's just funny. You'll probably know this one.
I bet.
Glock 4.5 came with a stick. If I was Will Smith, I would have slapped him with a stick.
Dude, I know what you're talking about.
You
I
know,
don't remember who says it. Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna just say Young Boy.
You're close, kinda. 21 Savage on Jimmy Cooks.
Damn.
Yeah. That's one of, that verse has so many quotable bars in it, but that's got to be my favorite, I think.
Come on.
It's just so outrageous.
Yeah, come on now.
He says, spin the block twice like there ain't nowhere to park. Like, bro, there are so many quotables. Y'all gotta listen. I'm sure y'all have heard Jimmy Cooks, because it's like a huge song. But if you have not heard Jimmy Cooks by Drake and 21 Savage, listen to that now. Like, literally, we'll finish the podcast. But, like, after that, Jimmy Cooks. Crazy-ass song. Whenever you get Drake and 21 on some Memphis-style shit,
Yeah,
it's always amazing. Knife Talk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Right Now kind of had that vibe a little bit.
Oh, dude, their first ever collab.
Sneaking.
Sneaking.
Banger.
Yeah.
Keep sneaking and dissing. They never miss together, man. Next up. Remember these bitches ain't wanna fuck. Now they give me a head outside of Toys R Us.
Nah.
Yep. Yeah, that is Nav. That is Nav on Up. Yeah, that's a classic one. That is such a wild thing to say. You could have said so many other things besides Toys R Us. You could have said, like, Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
That also sounds.
You know what I mean?
Outside of the Starbucks.
It's better than Toys R Us.
Oh, yeah, that's
Just some kid walks out of Toys R Us. He's got a new Lego set and he just sees Nav.
Getting his dick sucked. Wake up, get my dick
Sucked. We gotta talk about Namir at some point too. We gotta talk about rubbing off the paint.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Next one. R. Kelly. I may just piss on her.
That sounds like a real line, but I don't want to say it's real.
It's not real.
Fuck. Eminem.
No.
That sounds like an Eminem bar. I swear to God.
Kinda, but no. One more guess?
2 Chainz.
No, but that is a very good guess. This is Juice WRLD on Matt Hardy 999 by Trippie Redd.
Fuck.
He's like, R. Kelly, I may just piss on her. That's another R.I.P. Juice, man. That's another immaculate song. I bust a nut, yeah, I skeet.
Young Thug.
No.
Yeet.
Yeah. That's Yeet on No Handouts off of the Internet Money EP.
I haven't even heard that shit when I got it.
Yeah, that is exact. He says, I bust a nut, yeah, skeet.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm actually impressed you got that. That's pretty good. Next up. I don't think you'll get this one, but anyone who's a fan of this artist is going to get it. I want a fucking amphibian.
Thug.
No.
I already said Thug twice. These are all sounds of Thug. I swear to God.
I'll tell you right now, I do not have any Young Thug ones written this week.
Okay. Repeat the bar.
I want a fucking amphibian.
Chief Keef.
No.
Amphibian. This is the most random fucking bar in existence. I don't know.
I mean,
who the fuck would say that.
To be fair, I'm just realizing you may not be familiar with this artist.
Okay.
You're definitely familiar with his biggest song, but I don't know.
Fucking amphibian.
I'll give you a hint. It's delivered like, I want a fucking amphibian. Everyone who has heard this song knows immediately what that is.
Nah, man, I don't know.
This is Saw Baby on Marsupial Superstars. You would know Saw Baby from
I know.
Pull Up With a Stick. Yeah. That's him. He raps about fucking animals all the time. It's wild. He talks about like squids wrapping their tentacles around his cock, and
Nah.
it's amazing though. Like he'll say it in such like a flow and a cadence and a melody that like
It
like
works.
on this song Marsupial Superstars where he's like, I want a fucking amphibian. It just like floats by and you're like, oh, it sounds so good.
Bestiality actually works in this favor.
Yeah, Saw Baby, it's crazy. Saw Baby's a fucking legend, man. It's amazing that he's made a career out of just, well, not just, but like out of rapping about fucking animals in a positive way.
In a positive way.
Yeah, like he'll talk about having an amazing sexual relationship with a frog. Like it's so weird. It's so strange and out of pocket.
Whole love story type shit.
Yeah. I'll actually show you Marsupial Superstars as soon as we finish this, because it is wild.
I bet.
That's another classic. Next up, you'll probably get this one. Man, this lean fucking up my tummy, making me fart.
Yeah, that's real.
No. You really don't know this one?
Man, this lean fucking up my tummy, making me fart. Thug? No, you
No.
already said you have no thug. Why am I saying that?
I won't count that as a guess. Go ahead.
Cardi?
No. You've heard this song. We used to bump this song a lot.
Repeat it again?
Man, this lean fucking up my tummy, making me fart.
Dude, I know this. I know this.
You
this
do.
Is what is fucking killing me right now. I know this.
I'm gonna give you 2 more chances.
Damn, this is getting me mad, bro.
Dude, when you find out what this is, you're gonna be so pissed if you don't get it. He is stumped, ladies and gentlemen. I can see the gears turning in his head right now.
If I have any at this point. Gunna?
No. Not close either. Think like aggressive banger. I'm kind of rooting for you, honestly. I want you to get this right.
Ah, bro, I'm pulling my hair to this shit. It must be a song I haven't heard in a long time if I'm sure.
Probably. I haven't heard it in a long time either.
It's probably some, I know it's some hood shit.
It is? No, but I'm not going to count that as a guess.
Is it Michigan rap?
No. It's in the South.
CML?
No. This man is in so much pain.
Kodak?
You're close. Rigo. This is NLE Choppa on Capo. Man, this lean fucking on my tummy making me fart.
Literally off of his biggest song.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Shot Flow's his biggest song, but
Wow.
this is his best song, though.
Wow.
Capo is the best song he's ever made.
Wow.
See? It's a song we used to bump all the fucking time.
Dude, that song was... Yeah, that song goes hard, dude.
Yeah. Incredible song.
Wow, I'm mad.
I was rooting for you.
I don't even
I
know, man.
I really wanted you to get that one. I really did. But damn. Damn.
Damn.
Man, this lean fucking up my tummy, making me fart. Jet.
NLE had his run, dude.
NLE's...
He's on some... that man took one shroom trip and just fell down the rabbit hole, man.
That dude is on some shit. I still fuck with NLE though. He's still a
he's
goat.
like some banger ass
I love NLE. I fuck with some of the stuff he says, a lot of the stuff he says, but like...
I mean, it comes from a good intention.
Yeah.
But like, he'll say something outlandish.
It's very,
shit,
very
bro. Oh
wild.
my God. He has good intentions.
He's pretty entertaining though. He has a YouTube channel too that he just be uploading. It's called Awaken Choppa. He'd just be like playing basketball games and shit. He'd be doing vlogs with Jitty on.
He's on some Lil B shit. Like it's nice. It's very wholesome, but
Yeah.
it's-
You do be saying some fucked up, some weird shit. This next one is probably the most offensive one on this list, I think.
okay.
Don't they know my N-word gutter fucking kidnaps kids, fuck them in the ass, throw them over a bridge?
That sounds like a Tyler bar.
No, older. Although it does sound like a Tyler bar. It sounds right off a Goblin.
It sounds like a 3-6 Mafia bar, maybe?
No.
Repeat it.
Don't they know my N-word gutter fucking kidnaps kids, fuck them in the ass, throw them over a bridge?
Wayne?
No. This is Biggie on What's Beef.
Oh, fuck. So, yeah, this is old then.
Yeah.
I need to listen to more 90s hip-hop, dude. I don't really listen to it.
I haven't listened to much in a while. I do have a lot of, I mean, I love Illmatic still. I listen to Illmatic.
Illmatic is one of the few things, one of the few 90s hip-hop tracks or albums or whatever that I do keep in mind with. I love Illmatic.
I also love, Wu-Tang in that era. I love, Jay-Z in the late 90s.
I've never listened to a whole Wu-Tang project through and through.
Really?
Never.
Wow. Listen to 36 Chambers, that's all I gotta say. I got that on vinyl right here. Like, literally, as we're recording this at my studio place here, I got all my vinyls right next to me, and I got, like, Illmatic, and I'll do a breakdown of all the vinyls I got, but I got, like, 36 Chambers, all that good shit. Well, not all that good shit, but I still have not been able to get a Kanye album on vinyl.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I just haven't.
I don't blame you, dude. MBDTF. For me, MBDTF cost me $50.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God, it's worth it, but man, I know I got Man on the Moon too by Cudi for
yeah.
I got that for like $20. I got Kids See Ghosts for like $30.
Our friend Tom bought me Kids See Ghosts on vinyl and Unlocked. I think I love Unlocked to this day. That's my favorite Denzel Curry project.
Unlocked goes so hard.
I know that's kind of a hot take. I know some people don't really love Unlocked, but that's one of my favorite. Yeah, there's some people who think it's mid. It's like one of my favorite albums of all time. No joke, it might be in my top 20 favorite albums of all time.
The way it flows one track to the next, the music videos is all connected.
Yeah.
Straight through and through.
We watched that on Acid
I
too.
don't even know how many times I watched it on Acid.
Yeah.
To be honest, bro, I watched it so many times. It goes hard. It's a great fucking. Yeah, they're being stupid. Anyways.
Yeah. Next one. This is another 90s hip hop song, I'll tell you right now. I'm just not realizing you might not you'll have heard of this guy, but I don't know if he'll come to your mind immediately. I just want to include it cuz it's funny as fuck.
Okay.
What's next? What's next? What's NXET?
What's next? What's next? What's NXET?
Yeah, he misspelled next.
What the fuck does? Okay. Okay. I need a guess, I guess.
Okay, I'll even give you a much
big pun. Way out of pocket. I know he's actually. I probably does know how to spell.
No, but I'll tell you. I'll give you a hint because this is just someone that, like I said, might not be on your radar at all. I'm just gonna let you know. West Coast rapper, not Tupac, and not really.
No iconic West Coast rapper.
No, it's an iconic one. Just
Tupac.
like, no. I'll give you 3 more guesses.
I like how he just projected my judgment onto Snoop Dogg. Like, yeah, you don't know how to spell. Ice Cube?
No. You're kind of leaning in the right direction, though. But, like, think not as iconic. Like, iconic, but, like, not as iconic. Maybe known for a specific song. Like, known for many songs, but, like, one very specific song that was huge in the 90s. That was, like, huge in the West Coast.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna know.
Okay. This is Warren G. on
I've heard of him.
on What's Next. Now the reason for this is he knew that he misspelled it, but he did not intend for it to be misspelled, but on the take he messed up, and it was just going so well, and he just like kept going and going. He's like, dude, this take is perfect. Let's just keep it that way. and just did not. You could have just re-recorded that beginning.
Yeah.
Because like it's not like. You could just start it off with just, what's next, what's next, what's NEXT, and then there's like a short pause after that. You could just cut in you redoing that line. The rest of the verse is good, but it's just, that's one of my favorite cases of dumb lyrics. Because this is just the story behind it.
Yeah.
Of just him being like, man, the rest of the take is so good though. Fucked her in the ass, make her pee-pee.
Future.
Yeah, that's Future.
Come on now.
That's Future on I'm That N-Word. Yeah, I knew you would get that one. I just wanted to throw that one out there because Future's a fucking goat.
Yeah, he is, man.
Legend. Last one. I'm in the ocean getting shark pussy. I'll tell you what, I'll give you the full bar, because the second bar doesn't have anything to do with the first, but it's kind of funny hearing them juxtaposed. I'm in the ocean getting shark pussy. Shoot you in your fucking mouth and make you talk to me.
Young Dolph?
No, R.I.P. though.
I'm gonna say 2 Chainz. Again.
No, but you're leaning in the right direction.
Gucci Mane.
No, but once again, you're leaning in the right direction. You're, like, kind of getting closer. I'll give you 3 more guesses.
21 Savage?
No.
Kodak?
No.
I'm gonna say Annalie Choppa.
No. That is Wheezy F Baby on I Am Not a Human Being 2. That is Lil Wayne, ladies and gentlemen.
Off of what song?
I Am Not a Human Being.
Oh, that's the song. Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like,
that's
or
an
like
album
the
too.
title of the track is I Am Not a Human Being, but the acronym, even though it's on the second I Am Not a Human Being 2. Sorry. Yeah, it's like, and it's so funny because, actually, let me pull it up for you real quick, because it is so funny. Y'all gotta go listen to this song, because he says this wild shit. He also says something like, she said my dick could be the next black president. It's like, what does that even mean?
Wayne has been in the game for a long time, man.
Do you think him saying I'm in the ocean getting shark pussy implies that, like, you know how people say, like, there's more fish in the sea? It's like he's in the ocean and he's getting shark pussy like he's fucking dangerous fish?
Yeah, that's definitely what he's implying. It's still a goofy ass part, though.
Do you think that's what he's implying?
Yeah,
I think that's like that's kind of like the closest thing I can think of. Because why else would you say I'm in the ocean getting shark pussy? That makes no sense. I mean, he gets away with it. But anyways, go listen to this song, because Lil Wayne is rapping all this shit on like this emotional, beautiful piano ballad instrumental. It's so out of place. I'm gonna show Rigo the song real quick.
Americans hate that I'm American. Medicine, I treat it like peppermints. I'm in the ocean getting shark pussy. Shoot you in your fucking mouth and make you talk to me.
It's this like avant-garde. It's this avant-garde, beautiful piano instrumental. It's so strange. It's kind of incredible though.
He's making the most profound shit sound stupid.
Yeah.
It's essentially what that song is. But it's still profound. Essentially, the meaning is still cool. He's still in the ocean getting shark pussy.
But yeah, that concludes this game. Let us know, should we do more of this? I think we definitely should, because this was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
this is a lot of fun. We should do more of this. There is a ass load of weird ass rap lyrics that I can pull from, or even just like song lyrics in general. But rap is more in our wheelhouse. But yeah, I think that ends that segment. Next up, let's talk about some of our favorite video games of all time.
Who wants to start?
You go ahead. I'm going to be honest, I have not prepared much for this. I have to kind of make like a short list of games. I can talk about them a lot. I just have to gather some that I want to talk about. So you go ahead.
Damn, I gotta choose a game. So my kind of background in video games, when I was a kid, the first ever Pokemon I had was Pokemon Red version. And the first Mega Man game I ever played wasn't even a Mega Man game. It was Mega Man. It was the Mega Man Zero series for the Game Boy Advance, which I think is very iconic. Obviously, I played Mega Man X. That game was amazing for the PS1. I thought when I was a kid, I never could beat the part where a Zero gets infected with the virus. I forgot what the virus is called. And it takes you to this crazy ass cybernetic robotic level where you have to defeat 3 bosses. It's 3 stages. When I was a kid, I couldn't even make it past the first. Recently, I downloaded not even an emulator. They have the whole collection for the PS4 for like $10. So I got it. I got to play Mega Man X again, and yeah, so far it was pretty straightforward. I got to play all these levels. All nostalgic and all that stuff. It was pretty cool. And to this day, I still can't beat the final boss. Zero fucking becomes evil. I I actually managed to defeat the first boss because it's 3 different bosses, 3 different levels. The second boss, you fight. I want to say his name's Captain Falcon. I don't really remember his name. I could never make it past his fight because oh my god, dude, Mega Man, the Mega Man series is known for being extremely punishing.
Very, yeah.
Oh my.
Even the best games in the franchise are like very difficult.
Even if you nail the patterns down of your enemies, dude, especially the bosses,
Mm-hmm.
they still mix it up. It almost feels like they're alive, dude. It's so unfair. It's so unfair. But once you beat them, you get that sense of satisfaction.
Yeah.
It's games like that have always attracted me. I don't know why I don't dive into the Dark Souls series, but I've always loved games that just fucking punish me.
So you're a masochist, is what you're saying?
In a sense, for video games. I've been playing Shadow of the Colossus. That's a game that's also very fucking punishing because you go through massive brain farts. You find this huge Colossus, and you know it's this huge motherfucker, and you don't even know how to get on it because every single Colossus has a different way of mounting yourself onto it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one Colossus you gotta shoot an arrow in the eye, but the next Colossus you gotta shoot an arrow at the hoof of its feet. Another Colossus flies, so you gotta shoot at its chest and then hope it flies and then hop on it and grab onto it. And it's just it's a lot of puzzles. It's more puzzling than actual killing.
Mm-hmm.
And I still don't beat the game, so I don't know the full I don't know how the story evolves. But what I could say so far is that it has a very basic premise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this guy pulls up with this dead chick, which is some kind of princess, I'm assuming. And they're in these forbidden lands, and he's there because he's summoning these gods that are there, and these guys are telling him, "Oh, you want to bring her back to life? You have to go kill these 16 colossal titans for whatever reason."
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the premise. You're going to kill these 16 colossus. And what I've noticed now, I think I'm on like my 7th or 8th colossus.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time you kill a colossus, there's this main castle that you go to with a statue for each colossus. Every time you kill a colossus, the statue falls apart, and there's a shadow looming over you. Because every single time you kill a colossus, you get teleported by these gods.
I've seen some of these cutscenes before. Yeah, I've seen some of it. I've never played this game, but I've always wanted to. I don't have a PS4.
Dude, I should bring my PS4 over like I did for the Spider-Man game.
Oh yeah, you should next week for sure.
Yeah. And yeah, but I will say, that game is punishing. Another game that I think that is very punishing to me. It's more of a modern game. It's more of a recent obsession. I cannot stop playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. It is a genuine addiction.
I haven't played that one either, but that's another one I'd be interested in playing.
Dude, it's gotten so far. I'm emulating the original on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I have it right now here on my phone. I could bust out and play it.
I have it for a PlayStation 1 somewhere. I have all the discs. And, yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I got to get it all hooked up, but I have it.
Damn.
We should play it at some point.
Yes, definitely. Even the original is such a fucking classic, and it's
Mm-hmm.
and I get to view it I literally get to view it backwards. I got to play the modern version and then the classic. Well, I'm still playing the classic. I cannot stop playing the modern version. Even when I first picked up this game, dude, I cannot tell you how extremely punishing it is. I'm gonna tell you. Well, actually, I can't sort of tell you. The first mission, the bombing mission, one of the most iconic missions ever in any video game, right? In the original.
Yeah.
So, they were this group, Square Enix, was tasked to do it again. How do we make the same but better? And that's exactly what they fucking did. There's a lot of characterization, new mechanics, yada yada. You get it. It's modern. It's got a lot of updates. The boss. There's this final boss that you fight, right? It's also the original. It's the Scorpion Sentinel. I got stuck in that boss for like 3 hours, and this was the first mission. For the whole part, I was fine. I killed the security guards. I killed whatever little beast they had. It was pretty straightforward, characterization more than anything. And then you get to this boss. You're stuck for 3 hours in it. It forces you to learn, and I love that so much. But God, dude, the next fight that I got stuck was the Hell House fight because I don't know if you remember that enemy type in the original.
Right.
It was so out of place because it's literally just a fucking robot house.
Yeah, that shit was so weird.
It's so fucking random. And Square Enix said, let's make it a whole boss fight. And it was a darn good one, dude. I got stuck in that boss fight for 3 days.
Damn.
Oh, my God. And ignoring just how challenging it is, just the characterization and everything about it. There's this guy on YouTube. He's called Maximilian, dude. He's a huge Final Fantasy. He's a huge Final Fantasy nerd, and he covers Final Fantasy VII as well. And I think that's he has a series of where he does a playthrough of the whole remake, and he really goes into that. It's like he's a massive nerd. FF7 was like his favorite one, the original, and you just get to see a massive nerd just fucking go ballistic over the remake. It's genuinely a loyal recreation of the game.
Well, also being its own thing. Yeah, it's a new game. It's not the same thing. It's not really a remake, but like it's a retelling of the story.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's pretty fire for that.
From what I've seen of it, I've seen gameplay and cutscenes. It looks incredible. I really want to play that at some point.
But ignoring punishing games, I was also a fan of soccer games. FIFA 07. I know you're not a sports games fan like that, and I get it, right? Sports games are so fucking mediocre now.
I like NBA Jam on Sega Genesis. I want to get into basketball games at some point. I just haven't played any.
The FIFA Street series is so iconic too. Oh my god.
I do want to play more sports games. I just haven't really. When I played them as a kid, I didn't like them at all.
There isn't a lot of good ones nowadays. Like what we're saying, FIFA Street, NBA Jam. These are all sports games from the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
When they were really, trying to do something different. Dude, even Fight for New York, Def Jam.
Yeah.
Such an iconic game. Dude, that's a game I got to play in Mexico because it was in one of those arcade machines.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've already told you about this.
Yeah.
They had an Xbox there that was just modded with like 150 games. And even in those 150 games, there was another emulator in it that emulated 90s games. So you could play the King of Fighters, the original Mario, and Bomberman. I played so much Bomberman.
Bomberman goes so hard.
So fucking hard. I forgot the name of this other one. You're popping balloons and you're running around.
Balloon Fight.
No, it's not Balloon Fight.
Well,
you're running around as a little dinosaur or some shit like that, and you're trying to pop these balloons or some shit.
I just know of one game from that era that would be popping balloons, and that's Balloon Fight.
Shit. I have to find it, but I got to play a bunch of those old ass fucking 90s games too. At least over there in Mexico.
You're a dinosaur? Wasn't Bubble Bobble, was it?
I think it was Bubble.
Bubble Bobble? Really?
Hold on.
You're like a dinosaur. You're like going through like a weird.
There's a bunch of stages you go through.
Yeah. You like go. It's like a gauntlet. You just do them like one after another.
Yeah, it's Bubble Bobble.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Bubble Bobble goes hard. I love that game.
Oh yeah.
I don't have it on the NES, but I want to get it.
I was never good at it, but I would spend hours on that shit. It was a great game.
I really want to get back into NES collecting. I want to have like a complete collection one day. Like one day in the future, I want to own every NES game. I want like an Angry Video Game Nerd, James Rolfe kind of thing. I have like 40 something NES games right here. At some point, we should just like go through these and look at them, because like it's pretty dope stuff. I got most of these for like $6, $3. The cheapest one I got was like $2.
Nice.
Yeah, the most expensive one I think I paid like $50 for Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Well, yeah, but that's Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Wait, no, that was $30. What was the one I spent a lot of money on?
Probably Zelda.
No, Legend of Zelda was like 20 something. Oh. Zelda 2 was like $18. And it stopped working. It doesn't work anymore.
Wow.
Unfortunately. I think maybe Castlevania was pretty expensive.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I never got any of the Mega Man games because the place that I always got them from never had... Well, whenever they'd have them, they'd be like super fucking expensive. Like...
Yeah, it's the Mega Man games. Shit. It sucks, man. You gotta pay to play these type of games.
I got Metroid.
Damn, that's a great game.
Damn, I kind of want to go through them at some point soon.
Super Mario Bros. 2, not even 3, because everybody remembers 3. Super Mario Bros. 2 is also super iconic.
I love that game.
What's another game I played out of that whole little emulator thing? The old King of Fighter games. 94, 95, 98, 02, 01, 2000, 07. What other games? The old FIFA games, the old FIFA's 90 game, the old FIFA 90s games, where it was just straight up the fucking pixelated FIFA. I played I know you're gonna know what I'm talking about. It's not Metal Gear Solid. It's
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. I think straight up Metal Gear.
Yeah.
The whole series is fucking iconic.
Yeah.
I love Metal Gear.
I have a Solid Snake action figure right over there. I got a dope ass Super Smash Bros. Action figure display. Not to flex or anything. I still need to complete it though. That's maybe like 2/3 of it. The problem is that not every character in Super Smash Bros. Has an action figure. So I gotta make some. I had to make Pit. There is an action figure, but they're dumb expensive. I did the same thing for Samus. Captain Falcon, there's no Captain Falcon action figures anywhere. I had to make a Ness. There's no Ness action figures. I made a Ryu just because I didn't want to spend a shit ton of money on a brand new one. I made a Captain N action figure, even though he's not in Smash Brothers. I just like him a lot. I made a Wii Fit Trainer action figure.
You know what would be a great addition to the Smash Bros. Roster?
What?
It's never gonna happen, but well, maybe. CJ from San Andreas.
Oh, I've been saying that, dude. That would be so fucking dope. Give him the jetpack rocket launcher.
I'm saying.
Because, like, I know Nintendo's not going to want to give him, like, AK-47s and pistols and shit. Give him, like, a baseball bat. Rocket launcher would probably be fine, right?
Yeah.
Like, because that's, like, a borderline cartoonish weapon. Definitely give him a jetpack.
Yeah, he needs a jetpack, for sure.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I don't know how they would include him. Like, there's obviously a way, but, like, they need to include him, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, San Andreas is just such an iconic game.
Yeah.
A game everybody played as
I love that game.
Yep.
Who else do you think should... Well, let's just talk about this. Who else do you think, just like pipe dream ideas, would you want to see in Super Smash Brothers? They're not adding characters anymore. They've already finished it off. But, like, if you could add any characters, what would you include? I'm going to get one out of the way right now. Goku.
Yeah,
Even besides the memes, legitimately, that would be awesome.
Yep.
It's like, I don't understand people who are, like, so against that. I get that, like, you know, he's not a video game character, but, like, are you allergic to fun? Is Nintendo allergic to money? like, just put him in. Another one I want to see. Ninja Turtles.
Dude.
They would fit in perfectly.
Dude.
Alternatively, Battletoads.
Yup.
Put them in.
Motherfucking...
You know, James Bond was almost in Super Smash Bros. Melee. James Bond. But they didn't do it because Sakurai was like, or like someone at Nintendo was like, well, it doesn't really fit. You know, he's just a guy in a suit with a gun. And also Pierce Brosnan, which is the version they wanted to draw from, didn't get to approve his license for it.
Oh, shit. That would have been badass.
Because they would have based it on his appearance in GoldenEye Nintendo 64. That's why they would have wanted to put him in.
That is also another iconic game.
I have that.
It's not obviously the GoldenEye for Nintendo 64, but the 007 game for the original Xbox. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, and on the Wii.
Uh-huh.
GoldenEye 007 something.
Yeah.
It's like Reloaded or some shit.
I think.
It's not that, but like something like that.
You get these crazy abilities.
Yeah.
Your GoldenEye is pretty much.
It's a perfect update.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of the James Bond games are really, really good, aside from
Not necessarily, too. They're fucking movie tie-ins of all things.
Well, I mean, James Bond goes hard, so like.
that part is true, man. But
Did you know, sidetrack about James Bond, we're going to get back into video games in a sec, I just got to let you know this. Did you know that after Pierce Brosnan's last James Bond movie, he had a conversation with Quentin Tarantino about making Casino Royale, but having it be a period piece set in the 60s?
damn, that would have been fucking fire.
Yeah, but it didn't really go past just like a conversation they had at a dinner one night, but it could have happened eventually. Instead, we got Casino Royale with Daniel Craig, which, I mean, that's, like, debatably the best Bond movie, so I can't really complain, but, like, man, that would have been so good.
Yeah, that honestly sounds so fucking amazing.
Man. You could have, like, Uma Thurman in it as, like, one of the Bond girls.
Yeah.
Or, like, a badass.
From Kimbo, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah, she's in Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction. She's the girl that overdoses.
And that Fall Out Boy song. I've seen Fall Out Boy live. Have I told you that?
No.
I've seen Fall Out Boy live in concert.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a flex.
It was a really great show. I'm not going to lie. It was awesome. It was like 2016. March 2016.
That's pretty dope, dude.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. Fall Out Boy for most of my life was my favorite band. I ain't gonna lie. I don't listen to them much anymore, but like growing up, like in middle school and like early high school, they were my favorite band.
Extremely iconic. They're not my taste. Not even as a kid. I don't.
Yeah.
Go out of my way now.
I'm just saying, like.
I do respect them. I do think they're good.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I haven't really listened to them much as of late, but and I don't like what they put out recently, like their past few albums. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Sorry for the tangent. Let's get back into video games. I kind of wanted to talk about a racing game. I'm not usually that into racing games,
The Need for
but
Speed series, bro.
I like the Need for Speed series. The one that I was going to mention, Burnout Paradise.
Oh, fuck.
God, I love this game.
The whole Burnout series. 1, 2, 3, Paradise.
Takedown is amazing. I have that on the OG
Ooh,
Xbox.
Takedown is probably my favorite, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that is... The sense of speed you get in this game and the fucking havoc is so fucking badass. Everything about it is just so cool, man.
What I love about Paradise City is that it can be that, or it can also just be like a really chill, just like driving game with like beautiful landscapes. There's a lot of ramps and shit you can go off of, crash into billboards and shit to get points. It's really, really fun. I was just playing this yesterday when I was listening to the YEAT album, so...
Dude, you
like,
know what's another very iconic game?
Huh?
Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Oh, yeah. I haven't played that, but I know of it.
And then there's another one from that same era too, where they kind of do a whole retelling of the Z Saga.
Uh-huh.
I forgot what it was called.
Have you played Dragon Ball Z Kakarot?
Is it one of the newer ones?
Yeah, I have it. It's a retelling of the whole Dragon Ball saga. Dragon Ball Z saga.
Oh.
The whole thing. And it's like retold as like an RPG.
Oh shit.
It's amazing. You haven't heard of this?
Nah, bro.
It came out like a couple years ago. It's really, really good. I'll show you it after this. But
Yeah, because Dragon Ball Z games are fucking iconic too.
Mm-hmm. I also have what's that one fighting game for Dragon Ball Z? That's like on... I do not remember what it's... Xenoverse. No, I have Xenoverse, but like I also have another Dragon Ball game that's like just like a fighting game straight
Dragon
up.
Ball Fighters?
No. Fighter Z, yeah. Yeah, that's the one I have.
You have that? Nice.
I have Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I got Xenoverse. It's either 1 or 2. And Kakarot. Kakarot it's fun, but it gets kind of hard. Especially at the boss fights. It's like, damn.
That's what I like.
You get to play...
Like a challenge, bro.
You get to play as like all of the Saiyans, so like Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, and you also get to play as Piccolo.
Yeah, it's literally like the game I was telling you.
Oh, and Trunks.
It's literally like the other game I was telling you, around the same era as Budokai Tenkaichi 3, where it's basically a whole retelling, and oh man, I love playing as Trunks, man. Trunks is one of my favorite characters.
I love Trunks.
Oh my god.
Another game I wanted to talk about, Banjo-Kazooie for the Nintendo 64. Or I now play it on Rare Replay, which is a collection of 30 of Rareware's video games. So like, well, they published the Donkey Kong Country series, but that's obviously not on the Xbox One. But they made Donkey Kong Conker's Bad Fur Day, which I also want to talk about in a little bit. Conker's Bad Fur Day, Battletoads, fucking... What else did they make? They made a... Jetpack Joyride.
Oh, they made Jetpack Joyride?
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
I find it hilarious that that's the one that you reacted to, but I fuck with that. That's a great game.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on there. Battle Corps, is that what that's called? Donkey Kong 64, Jet Force Gemini. A lot of great games. My favorite publisher of all time, honestly. One of these days, I would like to do a segment on just like the history of Rareware and like their best games. I would love to do that at some point. Sad story, though. What happened to them? They were working at Nintendo for a while after making hit after hit after hit after hit, and then towards the end of the Nintendo 64 era, nearing the launch of the Xbox, Microsoft bought Rareware before Nintendo could buy Rareware. So now, Rareware is just a Microsoft subsidiary that does nothing. All that they really did with them was they made a Perfect Dark sequel, because they also made Perfect Dark. They, like, a couple of random other games... like some Pinata Party fucking game, and putting Banjo-Kazooie in Smash, I guess.
Damn.
They really haven't done anything with them. It's like one of the saddest falls in video game history. If Nintendo had bought them, you know those images where it's like a futuristic city, and it's like if blank happened? That's if Nintendo bought Rareware instead of Microsoft, and it's just paradise. But yeah.
That sound fucked up, though.
It's sad, man. Also, while we're on the subject of Nintendo games, man, I could talk about any number of Mario games. I would like to talk about the first Super Mario Brothers at some point, but I feel like that's kind of cliche at this point. Everyone knows about it, but that's one of my favorite games. I used to play that every single day on my retro box television with my Retron 2 or whatever that plays like.
Everybody has their phase, man. It's Mario.
Yeah.
It's Mario, man.
And like, but the one that I wanted to discuss is Super Mario Galaxy.
I've never played that game.
You've never played Super Mario Galaxy?
Never. Not once.
Incredible, beautiful, gorgeous fucking game.
I will say
It's so much
I've
fun.
always known the praise that game gets. I've
Yeah.
always known it. I played at least from the modern Super Mario's.
Mhm.
I played 3D Land, the Super Mario for the DS, for the Wii, and that's basically the Mario Kart series, and then some of Mario Odyssey. But
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't touched Galaxy.
Damn. But yeah, Super Mario Galaxy, one of my favorites. It's just, it controls really, really well. I'm not even exactly sure what else to say. Like, for people who have played the game, you know why it's so amazing. The way that it plays with gravity is so trippy. The psychedelic visuals are amazing. The outer space setting is so creative and beautiful. It's just the level structure is so fucking creative and different and unique to any other Mario game that has ever been.
I want to spaz out for specifically that one game. Well, I mean, they had Sunshine, which was also a complete deviation of a traditional Mario game. But like,
Probably because
why
they.
don't they do that more often now?
I mean, Mario Odyssey was pretty incredible.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess I'm being stupid. Yeah, they do.
They just be taking their time. They just be
Yeah,
taking their time.
That's true. Zelda and Mario are their babies, and they know how to take care of them.
Mhm.
That's a fact.
They need to treat their.
The rest of their IPs
They-
with some fucking respect.
I mean, they do Animal Crossing really well.
Yeah.
They treat that really well. They need to fucking put more respect on Metroid.
Yeah.
It's gross, man.
Yeah, dude, Metroid. What's the most recent Metroid game that has been released?
Metroid Dread. Yeah,
What
that.
year?
Nah, 20 something. Maybe I'm gonna 2020. I'm not really sure. I haven't played it. I don't have a Switch, unfortunately. I want a fucking Switch, man.
Yeah, dude.
They gotta put more respect on Pikmin too.
I know that's a new game, but do you know the reception it received?
Which Pikmin game?
No, Metroid.
Oh, Metroid Dread. No, I've heard mostly really great things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then how come I don't hear about it? I know I don't have a Switch, right? But like usually when a game is good, Zelda, Mario, or whatever other game it is, you're gonna hear about Elden Ring, shit like that. You're gonna hear about it. How?
I mean, there's a lot of great games out there that don't
Yeah, that's true.
get as big press as those.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, Elden Ring.
Metroid.
Elden Ring had hype around it because it was filling a void that
That's
the Dark Souls series kind of left behind,
That's true.
and people were really, really looking forward to it. I mean, people were obviously looking forward to Metroid, but like the general mainstream may not necessarily. I mean, like I've pretty much seen exclusively great things about it. It's not as big as like a Mario Odyssey or a Zelda, but that's because it's Mario and Zelda.
Yeah.
You know, but Metroid should be on that
I
level.
feel like Metroid. Yeah, it would have been. It could have been.
Man, it's just so Nintendo has always made stupid decisions regarding Metroid. Not always, but like the Metroid Prime trilogy is incredible. The original Metroid, Super Metroid. The gameplay of Other M is really, really good. It's just the story is dog shit, terrible, horrible garbage. Then they had that weird 3DS game that was just like a online multiplayer fighter game that was just called Metroid Prime Federation Force that didn't have any Metroid characters in it. It was just like some generic guys with guns that are like kind of in like vaguely in the Metroid art style. It's like not related to Metroid at all. It's like, what the fuck is this? What is this? Why? What's the point of this shit, man? Like, it's so fucking dumb. Why release that? It's a dog shit game, so I don't feel bad for talking shit on it. It's just like, why would you brand this with Metroid Prime? It's going to affect the way that people view the series, because if you just put out this dog shit game with the name of a good franchise, it might taint the view of that franchise. And I mean, maybe not necessarily for Metroid, but it's just kind of a dumbass fucking decision. And on top of that, why would you even like? That's just one of the many horrible decisions they've made with Metroid. Just put Samus in games, not just Super Smash Brothers, not just cameos as like skins in like a random port of like a Japanese horror game like she was that one time. Not like a cameo in Yoshi's Crafted World or whatever bullshit. Make her proper video games. Make another Metroid Prime game. It's not like, you guys are so fucking pretentious. Nintendo, dumbasses, just make your fucking game. It's not that hard. Just, like, do shit, you know what I'm saying? I understand games take a long time to make, but there's no excuse for some of this shit. I get that you want to put all... You can't just put all your eggs into the baskets of Mario and Zelda. You gotta spread them out a little bit. Give Metroid its time to shine, you know? Don't... And they're gonna be like, well, it's not just Mario and Zelda. We got Super Smash Brothers. No shit.
That's it, though, man.
Well, there's that. You got Mario Kart, but that's just Mario still.
Yes, yeah.
It's still Mario branded. It's like, I mean, like they give Kirby games. They do Kirby decently, but they got to give them a bit more to do. Shout out Kirby though. I love Kirby. That's my boy. Splatoon tends to get a good amount of love. Animal Crossing, like we said. But just like Metroid just really gets the bum ass end of the stick. F-Zero too. Is it really that hard to make a new F-Zero game? Is it really that hard to make a new fucking F-Zero game? Really? Do something. God. People, make a new Star Fox game that isn't impossible to control like Star Fox Zero. Have you tried playing Star Fox Zero? It feels like you're a crab playing with a Nintendo DS, but the other screen is mounted to a wall and you're looking at the bottom screen and you have to alternate them. And you feel like a fucking crab because of how awful the control scheme is. Just like you feel like you're pawing at a fucking... It's so dumb. Wii U. You have to look down at the gamepad to see a first-person view. And you look up at the TV to see around you. And you have to alternate. Yeah. And you have to fucking alternate. Why would you do that? This, at its core, could have been a fun game. Come on! And even then, the story is literally just a retelling of Star Fox 64. And just like with a few little herbs and spices thrown in. Nintendo, get your shit together!
That's a now, for sure.
Sorry for ranting, but Jesus Christ, Nintendo. Guys, I just realized we went on that whole long-ass tangent, and I started off by saying, let's talk about Banjo-Kazooie. And I didn't say a word about Banjo-Kazooie. But anyways, I play this on Xbox One now, and it is such a bubbly, colorful, vibrant game. It's a collect-a-thon, but I say that positively. It's just really, really enjoyable. It can get pretty difficult at times, I'm not going to lie. And it does get challenging trying to find all the pieces you need. But it controls really, really well on the Xbox, on the Nintendo. I mean, everything on Nintendo 64 kind of takes a little bit of time to figure out how to control. It's a weird-ass controller. You know, it looks like a horseshoe crab with an erection. But yeah, I really, really love Banjo-Kazooie. It's probably my favorite video game of all time. I've just sunk so many hours into it. It's one of my favorite games to play high. It's just so much fun. It's so cartoonish. I don't know, man. It's one of those games that just fills me with joy whenever I play it. The music is so infectious. It's just like bouncy and weird and like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like Banjo-Kazooie is like its own musical genre. That's the soundtrack of this album is its own fucking genre. And man, just I love this game so much. It's just so good. While we're on the topic of games in that vein though, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Maybe my second or third favorite game of all time. Conker's Bad Fur Day is kind of a similar situation to Banjo-Kazooie, where it's like visually colorful, vibrant, bubbly, but it's also a very crass, rated M, like adult cartoon game, where it's like
a meshing of two worlds.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like there's a lot of like fart jokes and shit. There's a lot of sex jokes. There's a lot of cussing that's bleeped out. But honestly, like I'll argue this. Sometimes in comedies and shit, bleeped out cuss words can be funnier than hearing the actual thing.
Yeah, it just depends how you pull it off.
Like Scott the Woz is a perfect example.
Yeah.
He bleeps out all his cuss words and it kind of makes it way funnier. And that also works out for Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Dude, what I wanted to say, talking about fucking series that don't get love, I mentioned it already, Mega Man.
Yeah.
No modern love whatsoever. They recently had a game like a year or two ago. It looked shitty as fuck. I never even felt like playing it. But like, there's no good modern Mega Man game. It don't exist.
I thought there was one that came out like a few years ago that people generally liked.
There was, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe 3 years ago, somewhere like anywhere in the ballpark of 2018 to 2020.
Did you know that at one point Capcom was going to make a like gritty first-person shooter Mega Man X game?
I need that.
It looked like shit.
Well,
you want to see the footage real quick?
Yeah, I'll see the footage, man. But that honestly does sound badass.
I mean, like, it could be fun, but, like, it looks so out of place for Mega Man.
Bro, why the hell does he look like RoboCop?
He looks like fucking Iron Man, dude.
Yeah, or like Iron Man, right? Where's his face?
He doesn't have a face. He's lifeless. He's just a robot.
Lord.
Yeah, see what I mean?
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have his typical fucking blaster.
Nope.
Nah,
It's literally just another futuristic FPS.
Yeah, that's an L, dude. That actually does sound like a cool concept, though.
Yeah, I mean,
first-person shooter.
a first-person shooter Mega Man game does sound like a lot of fun. It does. Just like,
or not even first, not even first. Make it a third-person 3D. Because most of the time it's just a side-scroller.
there is one game like that, I think, and it was on the Nintendo 64 and PlayStation, so, like, obviously it was kind of had its odds against it. On PlayStation 1, it was called Mega Man Legacy, and on Nintendo 64, it was called Mega Man 64. Because, of course, it was. Why didn't... Okay,
I don't know,
let's
bro.
talk about
Such
that.
a fucking
Let's talk about that. Why did so many fucking Nintendo 64 games have to have 64 at the end? It kind of... Super Mario 60. Yeah, but it also kind of makes it sound cheap.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
64 what?
64 bits, 32-bit. I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but I just find that so weird. There was like I'm surprised they didn't name Ocarina of Time Zelda 64. Quite frankly, they could have done that shit. Might as well.
What I was saying.
Thank God they didn't though.
What? Fucking. It would be cool. I would love to see a 3D third-person Mega Man game. Because the whole point of Mega Man, at least back in the day with the side scrollers and all this stuff, is not only does he shoot, he is an extremely agile person.
Yeah.
He is still a person. I don't know what the fuck that was that I just watched. He is still technically a person, right? So
yeah, or at the very least, he's very human. He's an android, but he's like, I'm a real boy.
Yeah, it's Pinocchio type shit. That's part of his charm. But make it a 3D platformer shooter in third person. You know, give him some fucking moves where he like hops around, dashes, some special techniques, and dude, I promise you, it would be a bestseller. Does that not sound cool off the bat? Maybe throw in some puzzles to like reach certain levels. Dude, it could go fucking insane.
Yeah, honestly. It's just that footage was dog shit. I'll put the link to that in the description if you want to torture yourself. But it looks like ass. Thank God they canceled that. But the idea of a or a third person, but I think it would be cool to see actually the concept of a first person Mega Man X game.
Yeah,
that sounds hard, cool. But not like that. Yeah.
Make it very personal, very gritty, fucking. You know, more of a
maybe not
Mega Man down bad type of thing. Maybe he's stuck in a very shitty situation and he's got to rise up type of thing.
Yeah.
And maybe for like the 3D platformer, like I was saying, make it more like a typical Mega Man X game, where you know you're on a mission to defeat the bad guy, and you know you got to defeat all the other bad guys, and then some major shit happens and you save the day.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Have you ever seen the cover arts for the NES games?
No.
Oh my lord. They're some of the worst things ever made. So this is the cover art for Mega Man.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's the cover art for Mega Man 1 on the NES.
He looks like a crack addict that went to NASA and stole a spacesuit.
He looks deformed. Why does he have a... Also, he has a gun.
The way he's holding the gun.
He has a gun. Why doesn't he have a blaster arm? He just has a gun.
Why? What the fuck? They make the most stupid decisions.
Mega Man 2 was a little bit better, but why does he have a gun again?
He looks like he's a mid-60s factory worker. You know, he just kind of put on the jumpsuit. He looks like he's got a welder's mat. He's got like... Why the... It's not even an actual helmet?
No.
What the fuck? Yeah, this is trash. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're just like all consistently terrible.
That it says on the side, they're licensed by Nintendo.
Mega Man 3.
This is actually the most accurate one, but that's not saying much.
His hand position is strange.
Dude, his face. He looks like he's about to commit some very insane atrocities on people or something.
For those of you...
I do not trust him with my money.
Yeah, for those of you not following along, please look up Mega Man NES cover arts. They are...
atrocious.
Interesting. Dude, and it's so strange because, like, that NES one is so dog shit, but in Japan they got this. This is so good.
Wow.
This is, like, perfect.
Why does Japan hate us? I mean, I get why they hate us, but wow.
Are there any other games you wanted to discuss?
I think off the top of my head, I think we discussed it pretty good.
I think there's one more that I wanted to talk about. This is not my favorite Grand Theft Auto game, by a long shot. I haven't played it in quite a while.
GTA 3?
GTA 3. It's the first GTA game I played.
Ooh, same here, dude.
Because when I was gifted Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas by someone, my aunt took away Vice City and San Andreas and didn't give them back to me until I was like 14. So I was just stuck with GTA 3 for a few years until I eventually bought GTA Liberty City Stories on PS2, which is also a lot of fun. It's like GTA.
It was also on the PSP, I remember that.
Yeah, it started off on PS3 and then it became a PS2 game. But I bought it as just a PS2 game, and
that is a great GTA game, though.
It's kind of like GTA 3 with not as good of a story, but also more features. Like you can jump out of cars while driving.
Yeah.
In GTA 3, you can't do that.
Yep.
You can't.
GTA 3 though, wasn't that like basically the first ever modern GTA game?
Yeah, that was the first one, like,
Yeah, it
in
has
3D.
its faults, bro. It definitely has its technical faults for the time, but like you gotta.
It has limitations, but it's still
It was such an achievement.
I was just about to say that. It's such an incredible achievement of technology and gaming at that point. It's so crazy. And it's also interesting to note, the main character of this game is Claude. He doesn't speak in this game at all. But he also shows up later in GTA San Andreas, which takes place before GTA 3. San Andreas takes place in the 90s. GTA 3 takes place in 2001.
I did not know about that.
Yeah, Claude is in San Andreas. Because at the beginning of GTA 3, Claude is betrayed by his girlfriend. They're like a Bonnie and Clyde kind of situation.
Yeah.
And she's like the main villain of the story. As they're like getting away from a bank heist, she shoots him and leaves him for dead. And then he gets in like a prison break, and then he ends up in Liberty City kind of thing. But him and his girlfriend show up in San Andreas during a mission that CJ does.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they put him in there.
That's
Like
crazy,
making that
bro.
connection.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, GTA 3 is just such a classic game. Very hard. It has its limitations, but it's still a really fun time.
You gotta respect it, you know.
And it was the first GTA game I got to play. Actually, the first one I played technically was Vice City before it got taken, but then I just had GTA 3 for a while. But man, I want to revisit that trilogy soon. You know, San Andreas has a multiplayer mode.
Oh yeah.
It's so it's so weird.
I do that shit all the time with my
Yeah.
homies.
Yeah, I played that with one of my friends a long ass time ago. We used to do it every once in a while. But yeah, I think that'll conclude us discussing our favorite games. Let us know what your favorite games are in the comment section, please. We need the engagement. And also, should we discuss games more in the future? We most definitely will. Next up,
Me. I'm up. Y'all bitches down. Get the fuck on.
I'm gonna spark up because I'm gonna need a cigarette for this next topic. So, Rigo sent me a video yesterday, and I'm gonna let him go ahead and break this down while I spark up because
Yeah.
this is an intense topic. Just so y'all know, trigger warning, I guess, and also this is very much a change of tone from us just talking about video games. This is like a horrible historical tragedy that kind of happened, and an interesting development in the recording of that event.
I went to the History Channel website, and just to give you guys a basic idea of what this is, in case you're you know, in the dark.
I also encourage you guys to do research on your own as well after this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because it's important to learn about.
The times between World War I and World War II were pretty fucked up. There was a little bit of peace. But,
For sure.
you know, there was a build-up before World War II of just bullshit that happened. Well, some of this bullshit was something called the Rape of Nanking on December 13th of 1937. It was during the Sino-Japanese War. Nanking, the capital of China, falls to Japanese forces. So this was the war between the Japanese and the Chinese. And the Chinese government flees to Hankow, further inland along the Yangtze River. To break the spirit of Chinese resistance, Japanese General Matsui Iwane ordered that the city of Nanking be destroyed. Much of the city was burned, and Japanese troops launched a campaign of atrocities against civilians. and what became known as the rape of Nanking. I think it's pretty obvious what they did.
Yeah.
The Japanese butchered an estimated of 150,000 male war prisoners, massacred an additional 50,000 male civilians, and raped at least 20,000 women and girls of all ages, many of whom were mutilated or killed in the process.
Yeah, it's atrocious.
The video that I sent him.
We'll put a link to the TikTok video in the description because it is fascinating. Like, wow.
This little development was that some dude that owns a pawn shop has some other dude randomly pull up with a photo book. The guy comes up to him and he's like, "Oh, my granddad has had this photo book for like years. It's always been running through the family, and we kind of need some money, and we thought it was interesting, and I was wondering how much you could sell it for." So this guy gets this book, and he's skimming through it on that day, doing his usual, looking at it. Thought it was some pretty cool pictures, and you start the photo book. It's pretty normal. You have your typical pictures of Japan and China and all this nonsense. And then as you progress through this photo book, it gets progressively more warish. You start to get some more fuck shit going on. And then this guy had to straight up say, "I can't show you past this point because once I do, it's going to be some just fuck shit." And he's basically saying he was pretty sure with what he had that he had physical evidence of the raping of Nanking. Because to this day, there's people that don't believe in the raping of Nanking because their main, argument is
There hasn't been much
there's no evidence.
photo documentation.
It was 1937. You know what I mean? There's no evidence. All we have is word of mouth. Can we really trust that? What if the information isn't accurate? Well, now there's this photo book with like 25, 30 pictures plus of the whole thing. This photographer, the granddad of whatever this person was that pulled up to the pawn shop, was in the middle of it all and saw it happen.
And like the photographs, the ones that he did show leading up to before it got into the rape of Nanking. It was, and it was also like incredibly well shot. This dude, this grandfather, knew his shit when it comes to photography. He did this shit a lot. So the photographical evidence.
That photo book is thick as fuck.
It's so much. This would be such a major, major, major cultural moment and also impact on history if this all got published and put into a museum for everyone to see.
What I will say though is like, I feel bad for the guy though, because he pulled up expecting some quick bucks. And I was like, man.
And he's just like, yeah, no, dude, you have like some crazy shit here. We cannot.
Pay you.
Yeah, we literally. Your grandfather photographed one of the most horrible tragedies and atrocities known to mankind. You're not getting nothing out of this, man.
Yeah.
The dude's just like, man, fuck.
That dude probably had his bed too.
He was just straight up gonna be like, fuck, dude. I need like, fuck, dude. I don't have enough money for weed. I need to sell my grandpa's old
photo book.
Photo book.
He was gonna get a quick 30.
He's like never looked at it before in his life, so he's just thinking it's like, oh, it's just like old ass war photos at the very most. Nope, crazy.
Yourself, you guys.
Yeah.
If not, we'll do it for you. Just stay in tune.
Yeah, I really encourage you guys to look this up on your own. I know people say that like, oh, Wikipedia isn't a valid source of information. Yes, it is. It is. Because like, people say, oh, people go on Wikipedia and change things all the time. Do you know how fucking fast they get corrected? You won't see it happen unless you're there within like.
There's always so much public scrutiny when there is a mistake in something like Wikipedia.
It is a good resource. If you want to go to other resources, that's fine. But any way that you want, please just read up on this because it's something that everyone should be aware of. It is truly one of the most horrible acts in human history, and we need to know this so we can learn from it as a society. Because as they say, history, if it's not learned, is doomed to repeat itself. Well, now that we're closing out that really depressing and dark topic, let's move on to... Man, Hove is just wilding out here, man. Hove is on some shit. So if you guys
Hove
don't...
is being racist. You don't get it? Hove is being racist. He's a capitalist.
Well, if you guys aren't aware, Jay-Z was talking in one of those Twitter spaces. I don't really follow all that, but like he was talking in one of those, and he implied that the term capitalist is on par with the N-word. What?
Basically used for the same thing, and it.
So,
oh, come on.
He's so dumb. Like, come on, Hove. So basically, The bar that people were criticizing for and calling him a capitalist over was on DJ Khaled's new album, God Did, and I believe it was on the title track. I haven't heard it yet, but I've heard it's good. But apparently the bar that everyone's mad at him for is him saying, "Please, Lord, forgive me for what the stove did. Nobody touched the billy until Hove did. How many billionaires can come from Hove crib, huh? I count 3, me, Ye, and Re. Bronze a rock boy, so 4 technically." So what he's saying is that he basically, in some way or another, he's like giving himself credit in some way for leading Kanye, Rihanna, and LeBron James into being billionaires.
He put them on. He made them millionaires.
But he didn't do the work.
You don't become a billionaire because someone puts you on.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. You can become a millionaire. You can become rich. Definitely.
Yeah.
You cannot make someone a billionaire. They make themselves a billionaire. And, the whole topic of billionaires is a whole separate discussion.
Yeah, the whole subject of billionaires is debatable, whether you like them or not. We'll discuss that at some point. Yeah, regardless, Hove's statement here is just so stupid in those bars. I have heard that the song is really good, but just those bars alone aren't it's cap. Let's not kid ourselves, it's cap. The rhyme scheme is good, but it's cap. But as he was talking in one of his recent Twitter spaces, he was saying, "We're not gonna stop. Hip-hop is young. We're still growing. We're not falling for that tricknology, whatever the public puts out there now. Before it was the American dream. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You can make it in America."
What the fuck does that have to do with capitalists being...
It feels like a more poetic way of when Kim Kardashian said, "You gotta get up off your ass and work."
Yeah, pretty much. Jay-Z does have...
I'm not saying it's as bad, but it's kind of...
It's essentially what he's saying, though.
Yeah.
Not, I don't... How? At what point during his thought process did he end up with this conclusion? Is what I want to know.
And that's just the first part of the statement. The second part is where shit gets really wild. He says, "All these lies that America told us our whole life, and then when we start getting it, they try to lock us out of it. They try inventing words like capitalist and things like that. We've been called N-word and monkeys and shit. I don't care what words y'all come up with. Y'all gotta come with stronger words. We're not gonna stop." He thinks that people came up with the term capitalists for black billionaires. What is he talking about?
Massive.
What? What do you mean? What is he saying?
An L on his forehead, dog.
He really put the cap in capitalist. That's what I'm saying. What the hell, Hove? Come on, man. What does this mean?
Capitalism was a system that was put into place fucking...
long ass time ago, before you were even thought of in your daddy's nutsack. Okay?
Dude, he's saying someone being called a capitalist is a derogatory term, but in what sense? You live in a capitalistic society.
You are literally a billionaire.
Norms. You are literally a billionaire.
It's not wrong to call you a capitalist.
It's literally just what you are.
And you're implying that you made other billionaires, which means you're capitalizing on billionaires. So you're a capitalist. So dumb. And the last part of the statement, he said, "We're not going to be tricked out of our position. Y'all locked us out. Y'all created a system that, doesn't include us. We said fine. We went our alternate route. We created this music." Why are you equating it to that? That's not...
What the fuck are you on, Hove? Give me some of that pack. Because I need that shit. What the fuck?
Jesus, Hove. Come on. That doesn't even make... Okay, I get... What... Hove is gaslighting people right now. He literally is just
He already got gaslit himself, if I'm being honest. Shit, I can only see him coming up with this thought process with other people gaslighting him.
Yeah.
That's the only way I see it, bro.
He's just hanging out with weird people on the golf courses.
Yes, man. Yeah, dude, he's a billionaire hanging around billionaires. Most billionaires are white.
Mm-hmm.
Weird white people.
Yeah, that's for sure. And they'll say shit like that. I feel like people who call you the N-word, I feel the same way when liberals call me a capitalist. Don't you agree, Jigga?
Dude,
I can say that, right?
Do you think the billionaires... Imagine Jay-Z's had a meeting with a bunch of billionaires. And then, imagine they just throw the word Jigga at him, kind of like low-key, just derogatory. It's like, yeah, 1 more letter, we got you, fuck. Yeah, you're a jigger. Oh yeah, jigger. You're jigger, huh? Oh fuck, I can already imagine the fuck. Oh fuck.
Oh my god. Yeah, Hove is fucking wildin'. Hove is wildin'. What is he talking about? Come on, man. Typical Hove billionaire moment. He's had a few of these.
Yeah, to be honest.
He's had some boomer moments, and this is one of them.
Yeah, man. This is what I mean. Like, I know Hove still got it. I'm not questioning his rap ability, but he is becoming a little bit washed up, man. Keeping it a bean.
I don't know. Every time I hear him on features and shit on modern songs, I always really love what he does. He doesn't do anything aside from hopping on those features and killing it. But
yeah,
it's like he doesn't even like when he does those features. It's like really, really good. But like it's not. He's done way better, and it just feels like he's doing a serviceable Hove bar, which is still really good because it's Hove. But like, I don't know, man.
So much more could be done. He's done so much more.
Yeah.
And it's like he doesn't even have to rap if he doesn't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess that's that.
Yeah. There's not really much else to say. I just wanted to discuss this because this is fucking wild that he said this.
It's just funny, bro.
Yeah, it's just like, wow. You really went there. All right, so for our last discussion, ladies and gentlemen, last week we talked about animals that we could take in a fight, and we're doing it again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! Woo!
Come on,
Woo!
man. Let's do this!
Let's do it! Let's beat the shit out of some animals! Animal abuse! Yeah! Alright, so for the first one. 1v1. Are you taking out an orangutan? Pussy!
Nah, I can't do that, no.
I can take out an orangutan.
How would you do it?
They got long ass fucking arms, bro. Just snap one of them bitches in half like a toothpick.
I try to do the 1,000 years of death. It's already visible. It's right there. So just boom.
2 in the stink. Nothing in the pink.
Orangutans are some scary ass motherfuckers, though. They are. Ooh, nah.
I don't know. I mean, I think I could take one out.
Bat and I'm beating his ass.
I think like what I'm thinking is like I'm actually gonna stand up to do a presentation of here how I would do it. So what I would do is I'd have him pinned down, right? I'd put my foot on his chest, and then I'd with both arms, I'd grab each one of his arms, and I'd just like pull as hard as I could until his arms just pulled out, or they just like got pulled out of their sockets or some shit. That's what I would do. And then after that, it's just like, what are they gonna do? They're a fish out of water, flopping around.
That's true, but you have to be able to overpower their own arms to begin with.
Just bum rush it.
Bum rush it.
Just. I don't know, man. I'm bigger than most orangutans. I'm a good 6'2", 350 some pounds.
How big are orangutans? Aren't they like 5'5" or some shit?
Something like that. I could fucking pin one down. This is like last week when you like were insisting you could take out a chimp, which I still think is crazy. I'm still confident that I could take out an orangutan. Because I think chimps are way more vicious.
Yeah, but I feel like chimps are so fucking, like, they have such little resistance. One good sock in the head, and they're knocked out.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's that first hit that matters. You pull up on them, sneaky style.
No, I don't know, man. Ooh. They got thick skulls.
Shit, I got a thicker one.
That don't mean shit. Nah, bro, you are not winning against the chimp. We're not having this debate again. You are not winning against a fucking chimp. It will rip your face off. They have done that.
I'll feed it some hot and spicy Mountain Dew.
It'll rip your balls off before it'll take the Mountain Dew. It'll literally grab your dick and balls and just tear right at it.
A free vasectomy.
I mean, that's a good way to look at it. I mean, is that how you get monkeypox?
Oh, fuck, no.
Panda.
Ah, those are some stupid. Dude, that's a no-brainer.
They're so cute. I love pandas. There's nothing going on up there.
They're like koalas.
Yeah, no, koalas are actually more vicious than you'd think. Like they'll claw at you and shit, and they'll.
Yeah, but I mean they also have really nothing going on in their heads though.
At the same, yeah, I mean I guess, but like no, they got thoughts going on. They just don't really. It's just like. They're in another plane of existence, man. I think that they do have thoughts. Let's get in depth with this. I think that those brainless animals, they do have thoughts, but they're just like not...
They have so much thoughts, they have none.
Kind of, but I was also thinking like their thoughts are not even close to being comprehensible to what our thoughts are. And they wouldn't understand what our thoughts are. They're like a completely different kind of thoughts. You know what I mean? Like they have different ways of thinking that isn't even their brain chemistry is so different than us, if they even have any, that it's just so. I do think that they imagine things. I think that they do like picture things and like they know what they're doing and like maybe they have dreams even. I like to think.
Most animals socialize.
Oh yeah, most do, but I'm talking like specifically like the ones that are like most people kind of perceive as being dumb, like reptiles too, insects even. I like to think insects just be vibing.
You think a fly is granted a thought process even though it dies in like 5 days?
Maybe. It's probably
Very
like.
interesting. Why
Do you
does
think
nature
maybe?
would a fly need like such a complicated?
Do you think maybe a fly is actually really fucking smart and it can like process things so fast that like by the end of the first day that they're alive they like mostly understand life as a fly?
If that was the case, I feel like the world will be taken over by flies. Don't you think? Because like, if a fly could become a genius in like 3 days.
No,
what
I'm
they
not
do in,
saying
like,
like
4
I'm
days-
not saying like actually smart comparatively to humans. I'm saying like for insects. Like I think like I'm saying like their brain maybe works faster because their lives are so short. Maybe they can process life quicker. They'd have to, right?
Yeah.
Because they can live lives longer than a couple days. It's just like within those 5 days, like that only gives them like a day and a half to figure shit out. Like they have to think really fast, right?
Yeah, but like that's a question of.
People say that they're on autopilot. Maybe. I don't really like to think of it that way. I like to think that all animals are sentient in some way. Even if it's not scientifically true. I like to think that there's something going on in them. For sure. Oh yeah. There's so many smart animals. We should talk about smart animals at some point because there's so many really dope ones like octopuses, dolphins,
Oh yeah, dolphins are fucking smart.
chimpanzees.
Or just those series of videos on TikTok or whatever, Instagram, where they'll teach a dog or a cat how to speak to a human with fucking buttons.
Yeah.
They'll straight up have conversations.
Mm-hmm. I taught my cat that lives in my room how to fist bump, but like with his head.
Nice.
Yeah, he'll like I like put my fist out and he'll just like head bump me right in the fist.
Nice.
Love that guy. Shout out Bobby. I know you're listening. Next up.
Bobby Schmurda.
Yes. No. I actually quick tangent about my cats. I have 3 cats. I named the first one Punisher because I got her in October of 2017, which is when the Netflix Punisher series was coming out. Fun fact, I still haven't seen it.
Oh, what, for real?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I plan to soon though. But because she's a black cat, but she has like white paws and like a white kind of face
Kinda like
under
a
her.
tuxedo cat,
Yeah,
but-
and she has like white going down her stomach, and it kind of looks like the Punisher skull, I guess, vaguely. So I just called her Punisher the day I got her. And then I also have Nikki, fat ass fucking cat, fat fucking cat. Imagine Garfield, but just like white and like a little brown and a little bit of black. He's just a fat ass fucking cat. He's a butterball of a cat. And he is lovable except for when he tries to attack Bobby. That's why Bobby lives in my room permanently, because he has anxiety since we've gotten him. And one day, Nikki decided he was just going to attack Bobby. And now they have not been able to be together since. And that was like almost a year ago.
Damn,
I don't know why.
This is a whole drama right here. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened. Like, every time Nikki actually gets to see Bobby, which is like never, like if I leave the door open on accident or something, and he like sees him, it's like, it's on sight. And Bobby like cowers under the bed. It's fucked up. Like, I don't know what happened between them. They grew up, they're brothers, essentially. And they grew up together from the beginning. They would sleep together. They would cuddle together. They'd lay together. They would play together.
Well, damn.
And they're just like,
fuck shit happened, then damn.
yeah, it makes me sad. I don't know what happened.
Some kind of betrayal.
And now my room smells like cat shit. And cat piss. The Komodo dragon that's at the Phoenix Zoo. We're going to be talking about Komodo dragons, by the way. The Komodo dragon that's at the Phoenix Zoo is just like, it's like a slightly bigger monitor lizard looking thing, which is cool, but like, it's just not as big as you'd expect it to be, and it just kind of chills on a rock all day. I mean, shout out to him, he vibing, but like, I thought it would be bigger looking in person, but I assume it's nowhere near like one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, wild ones are not going to be like the ones in captivity.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But anyways, 1-on-1, how you doing against a Komodo dragon? They got a venomous bite, and they'll...
Yeah, they're still lizards, though. I mean, if I have a big enough rock, I'll just smash it on its head and then it'll die.
I was thinking, like, same thing as what I was saying about a crocodile last week. You can just stomp on its head.
Yeah,
Because after that, it's just going to be like...
Just wear some boots, you know?
Yeah. Cleats.
Cleats? Or one of those, like, goth boots?
Uh-huh. The important thing, though, is to not get bit, because if you don't get medical attention soon, you will die.
Then how do they take care of the one in the Phoenix Zoo, then?
Just chuck meat at it, I guess. You know, same thing that they do with, like, you know, lions and tigers.
I guess.
And it'll eat that shit. Maybe they'll feed them, like, rats and shit. I don't fucking know. But
They probably have tranquilizers, too, and shit for when they actually need to fuck with it. If they need it. Unless
Yeah.
they use it all the time.
yeah, Phoenix Zoo is really good. I want to go to the Wildlife World Zoo again at some point.
Phoenix Zoo for like over 10 years, man. I need to go.
Have you been to the Wildlife World Zoo?
Nope.
I know that place like the back of my hand, no cap. I've been there so many times. I want to go there again at some point. It's expensive as hell, but it's amazing. They got almost everything. Every single animal you could imagine, they got there. They got an aquarium. They got like a safari exhibit. They got like monkeys. They got birds. They got rides. They got a North American animal exhibit. They got bears.
Nice.
They got lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! They got all kinds of monkeys. Yeah, but the Phoenix Zoo has orangutans,
Nice.
and I love those fuckers. And an elephant. Even though whenever I go to see him, he's always in one corner, and I just see a shot of his ass. I mean, I ain't complaining. He kind of thick, but like it's just kind of like I want to see your head. I want to see your head, son. Yeah, every time he's just like pointed away from us where we're at.
It's definitely got some sort of social anxiety at that point. All the people.
I mean, he's also
Elephants are extremely smart, dude.
oh, incredibly. Yeah.
I definitely think they have more of a conscience.
Have you seen that video of the elephant playing with the woman's hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I could take out a Komodo dragon. I just gotta not get bit and stomp on his head.
Yeah.
This is like
The thing, though, I think Komodo dragons have really fucking thick skulls. Really thick skin as well.
I don't know. I feel like I still could. Again, I'm 355 pounds. I feel like if I just put all my weight on him,
Yeah.
I don't really see how he's getting out of that. Yeah, I don't really. I'm not worried about that. Next up, full-sized, as big as can be, pig.
It's a fucking pig, bro.
Yeah, but do you know how pigs will fuck you up, man?
True.
What about, okay, you know what? I'll upgrade. Javelina.
Ooh. Okay, now that's a bit more of a fucking mission. I think it'll be a pretty even fight, but with enough intuition and effort into the labor, I could come out successful.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a javelina is significantly, maybe not significantly weaker, but maybe more like on par, maybe a little weaker than me.
Uh-huh.
What they have is they're just fucking wild and a really strong bite, some thick skin too.
Yeah.
But that's basically it. They're short motherfuckers.
They're pigs on meth.
Yeah. But it's still a pig at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They're still gonna beat the shit out of it.
What about a warthog? That's an African javelina.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have much luck.
I feel like a warthog would be a little bit easier to take down.
You think so?
Yeah. Have you seen The Lion King? He farts a lot.
Oh, it's that motherfucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm killing one of those. Easy. Alright. I'm having barbecue tonight.
Next one. This one's an interesting one, but I have a stipulation. A swarm of bees, but you're in a field and you're surrounded by bees. They're all trying to attack you, but you have 2 spray bottles filled with soap water.
I don't think I succeed.
You don't think so? I mean, like, that'd be scary.
I would definitely walk out with some hits, dude. A lot of
Yeah.
hits.
You're probably going to the hospital after this.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think?
Really, I really don't think.
Well, I guess it depends on your reaction to bee stings.
It's a swarm of bees, all of them trying to sting you at once.
Yeah.
And what I do is I put the soap water all over my body, right? But like, they're still gonna get a few stings.
That's not. I don't think that would.
It'd be better to put it on my body than to try to spray it on them.
I mean, you
Try to
can.
get to me.
I mean, if it's a spray bottle, you can get like a. That's a good surface area.
True.
You can take
But
out.
they're coming from all angles, though. It's a cloud of them. It's a swarm surrounding you.
Just spin around.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be.
You got 2 of them, bro. You just all cylinders.
I'm dying.
I don't know. I think I got that. I think I got that. I'm fucked. Like I'm gonna be fucked up afterwards. I might end up going to the hospital. But like I feel like I could take them out.
Not me.
Or at least get them down to
Fuck with bees.
or at least get them down to a certain level. By the way, I feel bad talking about bees. Save the bees, man. Bees, save the bees. This is just hypothetical. but I'm just imagining like I feel like I could take most of them down, and then like if there's like a few left, I can just outrun them.
Assuming you're able to run still.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. And then at that point, I can just like keep going at all cylinders. I guess
Dude,
I feel like I could.
Time and then just spray behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Or just like if they attack, just like.
It would be amazing. I don't think I'd make this shit.
I think I would. What about a lion?
I'm dead. I'm absolutely certifiably dead.
So here's the thing: are we talking about a male lion or a female lion?
Even a female lion greatly overpowers you.
No. Female lions are way more powerful.
Then you're definitely dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's a female lion, I have no chance. If it's a male lion, depends on the size.
It was the other way around. I can't believe it's literally.
No, dude, the females do all the hunting.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The males just be
Chilling.
watching over the kids. They're stay-at-home dads. Every once in a while they go out and patrol, but like it's mostly the females. But yeah, I feel like I might stand a chance against a male lion. I just gotta kick him real hard in the face.
Nah, I'm dead. I don't care. Like a male or a female, they greatly overpower you.
What about an uppercut kick to the throat?
Nah, still. I'm dead.
I feel like if I time that right, I could get him. Yeah, I got him.
Even if you get them, bro, shit, it's just their throat. They still got their hands.
Yeah, but I could just stomp on him. Stomp on his skull.
Nah. I'm taking the L on that one.
Or actually, more likely, if we're being realistic, if I clip a lion that hard, he's running away. That's how they act. Yeah, that's how they act. They'd be like, holy fuck, I just got kicked upside the chin. I gotta get out of here.
That's crazy. But I can't even see myself fucking up. I can't.
I don't know, man. I think I could kick him. I think I can really fuck him up. A male lion. Female lion, I don't think so. Next up. Hippopotamus. Did we talk about hippos last week?
No, we didn't.
Okay. Hippopotamus.
That's, well, maybe if it was on land.
Yeah, that's what if it's in water, you're fucked. That's
Yeah,
not happening. It's a similar situation to a crocodile, but like way bigger.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be easier to kill a hippo than a crocodile. I think I'd have a first shot.
You know what I said about for an orangutan, just bum rush him?
Yeah.
Just do that with a hippo. Side on. I feel like I could topple one over, and at that point, just kind of belly flop on him a little bit. Give him a little tum-tum rub. Spank his ass.
Oh, shit.
Give him a little kiss on the cheek, and then just rip his head off.
Hippos are fucking strong, though.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen them crushing watermelons with their jaws?
Oh, yeah, man. It's like...
Can I put my balls in your jaws? Balls in your jaws. Can I? Next up. This one I might have to concede to. Polar bear.
I am absolutely certifiably dead.
Yeah, that's not... They will hunt you.
If you find a polar bear, you did not find him. He found you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's that.
It's like seeing a polar bear is like seeing the Grim Reaper.
That's a good
It's
one.
like, because you are dead.
He's already smoking that death pack, bro. He's already smoking your pack. Straight
Imagine you're in the Arctic or somewhere snowy and you just turn around and there's just like off in the distance there's just like a bear sitting there menacingly. It's like, I'm not even gonna try to run. I'm dead. I'm gone.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah. No brainer.
Minecraft has accuracy for that. Because those polar bears will fuck you up. Next up. Wolf.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
They're pussies, bro, to begin with.
Have I told you about the time I've seen a wolf in person?
Like at a zoo, or?
No, at like a public library.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, so what happened was when I was a little kid, I was in like elementary school. Every like Saturday at the public library by my house, they would do these shows. Sometimes they get like a magician or like a storyteller or like a guy with reptiles, and then like one day some woman just brought 2 fucking wolves in and just told a story about wolves, and there was 2 fucking wolves there, and I got to pet a fucking wolf.
Nice.
There was 2 fucking wolves.
That's pretty badass.
There was just 2 wolves, and I did not...
At a library of all things.
Yeah, because, like, every day when me and my grandma would go there, I did not know what it would be. I'd be like, oh, I hope it's like a reptile guy so I can see the reptiles.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah,
you
and
did that every day or
every Saturday.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. There was this one magician, I forgot his name, but he was really awesome. He put on a really trippy show. The imagery of his magic is still like ingrained into my head.
Nice.
Yeah. He did like this weird carpet trick where like he kind of tossed this massive rug blanket thing over his head like he was tossing a pizza. And he did that, and then he let it drop at some point, and like music was playing at the same time, this like trippy psychedelic techno music. Yeah. And then it would lift up again, and he was gone, but it was like he was like disappeared. And then like it was floating up in the air again, and then it would drop again, and he'd be there again, and it was so fucking weird and trippy. I do not remember all the details of what he would do, but he was amazing.
Yeah, that sounds badass.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm fucking up a wolf easily.
Oh yeah, dude, wolves, coyotes, they're all pussies.
Yeah, they're just big. Like coyotes are smaller than most dogs.
Yeah, dude,
they're gay wolves.
Everywhere in Arizona. Back when I was
oh yeah, I've seen them a lot.
Dude, I would always see them while driving. They're small little, and they're pussies.
Yeah, you snipe them really easily in that one Grand Theft Auto 5 mission.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm not scared of coyotes. Wolves are just a slightly bigger dog, but I could take out a dog easy. You know, I feel I honestly,
you know what's crazy,
I would.
Wolf dogs are fucking aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that happens.
Wild.
I mean, wolves in and of themselves are, you know, physically capable.
Mm-hmm.
They're just massive softies. But like wolf dogs get the physicality of a wolf with the aggression of whatever fucking animal. Because dogs aren't usually aggressive if you fucking groom them, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't even know how. Some weird biology, I guess. But it's a fucked up fucking equation there. They're still cool. They're still fucking badass though.
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers be having like dark gray, bluish eyes and shit. And it's like a black colored fur. That shit be looking fire.
Yeah. Next up, cow.
What the fuck are we?
A cow, yes. Bull, no.
Yeah, definitely.
Bull, you are dying. Cow though, topple one over. It's not getting up.
Facts.
What about a llama?
I'd say yeah.
They're like donkeys, but more fluffy and with giraffe necks.
Yeah, and then llamas aren't usually aggressive too.
Yeah, I feel like the longer the neck, the easier you could break it.
Yeah.
You could just fuck it up.
Not even just break it, like you're able to just a good chokehold by the neck,
yeah,
and then just hold that motherfucker. Get on its humps.
And
just choke it by the neck. It'll fall.
I mean, they spit, but like,
it's just gross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, one time a girl in kindergarten, we went to the Wildlife World Zoo, and a girl in kindergarten got spat in the eyes by an ostrich. An ostrich.
That's gross. I got to ride a camel when I was in second grade.
I got to ride a camel too when I was younger. Yeah, I rode a camel with my grandma. I don't think I've ridden a rhino, but I've been to places where they've had them.
Well, now you're never gonna be able to again.
Well, yeah.
Fuck, you were able to do that.
Actually, wait. No, not a rhino, an elephant. My bad.
Oh.
I'm dumb. Yeah, an elephant. Yeah, I don't think I rode an elephant, but I did.
You know what's crazy though?
What?
The only time I ever got to see a rhino ever was like what I told you, like over 10 years ago, back at the Phoenix Zoo when I was like in second grade. Never gonna be able to see one again.
Damn.
Fuck shit, man.
Depressing. Oh shit, that was the last one.
Well, that was a depressing way to end it.
Well,
Anyways, here's a picture of some bitches. Let's lighten up the mood. Well, I don't know, something.
Honestly, I think this might be our best episode yet.
Yeah,
this is a pretty wild episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the 3rd episode of the Pass the Gas podcast. I'm Slade.
I'm Rigo.
And we're
Thank y'all.
Peace.